I'm all over the place. I haven't streamed in so long. I don't remember how to do. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Inya. Hi, Angel. No worries, Orion. Hi, Jimmy. So nice to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Ah. So, oh my gosh, so many things, man. Okay, okay, first off, I should probably do this. Okay, I should probably do this first. I'm gonna do
Welcome
this.
back, Quebwave, 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 Quebwave.
What's a queb wave? Okay, there. I think that should work. Okay, because my other one got shot basically by Twitter because Twitter said "F you." My main got shot. So yeah. Thank you for the prime bacon. Let's see. And hi, Anthony. Hello, hello, hello. Ah. Okay, okay. So we are with Luna again for part 2 of Ozmafia. So it should also be in. Oh wait, that's right. My bot ain't working. That's why I can't log in to make sure my bot is on, so it's probably off. So just to let everybody know, so that won't work. But she taught me that you can do this @ thing in the stream title, so please check out the stream title for checking out Luna. Luna is awesome. I know, yeah, Twitter's a shark, and after like a month of waiting, like no luck, I've tried basically everything.
Peekaboo.
Okay, but we're gonna start. Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
Okay, there we go.
Some of my buttons aren't working.
You're good, no worries.
Yee.
Alright.
I am slightly all over the place.
You were A-okay. I also do not remember anyone who I was voicing, so...
Yeah, I roughly remember who we were voicing.
Let's go.
And I also have my quote-unquote breakfast here, a smoothie, with me.
Holy smokes, a breakfast? Wait a minute.
I wake up past noon.
I see.
I'm like conked out. Oh shoot, I almost pressed load new game. I'm not eating, okay. I'm drinking! Wait, that sounds wrong.
It's a smoothie, right?
Yeah, it's a smoothie! That's dripping water all over me.
A smoothie that's probably less smooth than my brain.
Okay, I believe it's the same.
And we were able to choose who to meet. Let's see.
I think
we picked Axel and
yeah.
Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, I think we were kind of going toward those, yeah?
Yeah.
There are a few characters
Should we pick
that I
a
don't
different
remember
one?
who we're voicing. Sure, whichever you feel. Thank you for following.
Kind of leaning towards the cat girl.
You were definitely voicing the cat girl.
Was I?
I loved your voice for like all the characters you were doing, man.
I don't remember how I voiced them. That's the thing.
Me neither.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Okay, which one do you want to go for?
Good question. I don't remember any of their names. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't remember some of their names.
Okay, we all know that
I know
the
this
top
is
left is
Katamiya. I know because we're doing his name like that, Katamiya. I don't remember his name. Axel.
Yeah, Axel is like the only one I remember.
I know this one's Scarlet.
Oh, that's their name, Scarlet.
Yeah, and I think this was Robin Hood. I think this was
Let's go with
Manboy.
Cheshire Cat.
This one?
I'm totally down for Cheshire Cat if you are.
That's this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's
Let's
Cheshire.
do it.
Thank you for the head pats, Yaku. Finally, my wallet can take a break.
And I believe you were the main character. The heroine. Because I
Hello,
remember
Miss
RIP your voice.
Pachette? Pache? I don't know.
And you were also a Pachette.
Yeah.
RIP Luna's
You
voice.
certainly have some nerd waltzing around with that foolish look on your face. I'm almost impressed.
Yes!
Impressed? Did you forget what happened on Sunday? Weren't you and Axel kidnapped?
Yes.
If I were in your position, I'd avoid going out too much. Not that I'd ever be captured nearly as easily as you, though.
Yes, we were captured. Guilty.
Yeah, oh. Guilty as charged, I don't know.
Very guilty.
You know, maybe the heroine just likes being kidnapped, because how many times have we been kidnapped by now?
One.
Well, technically one, but how many times have we been, like, in a situation against our will?
I'm gonna say... 2? 2?
I feel like it's gonna add on throughout this whole series.
Yeah, probably.
To be fair, only Axel got kidnapped. Y'all walked
Oh,
right
that's
into
true.
the bad guy. You right, actually. We didn't really get kidnapped. We just have a knack for walking into trouble.
She was like, I'm gonna go, make a deal with them, and like, yeah, that, I don't think that was gonna work.
That totally works, you
That wasn't
know?
gonna work.
That totally works. Like,
And he's all like, why are you here, man?
So we had the option of saying, of apologizing, and the
Yes.
option of going, you seem so strong.
She does have a sword there. Big sword.
She knows how to hold herself up, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, her presence alone in the image is just like, goddamn, okay, okay.
Yeah. She's definitely like a knight.
For sure, for sure. I'm assuming we're leaning towards the second option then.
Yeah. Seems so strong.
You seem so strong, Miss Pachette. Of course I do. I am strong. Someone who doesn't train would be no match for me. Not even the Ozfellows are much of a match for my blade.
Hi, Parasol!
Have you fought them before? Yeah, I sparred?
Yeah, sparred.
Sparred with Katamiya a few times for fun.
For fun.
For fun. Okay.
That was predicted.
For fun. We would spar with practice swords, blades that can't kill. It's practically the same as a real fight, though. He may have strength, but he has no
Dang.
technique. He'd make a fine soldier if he'd only practice, but he seems to prefer guns. Everyone uses guns. What's so great about those little gadgets? I can't understand them. But some of the things you're lacking in could be positive qualities if you think about it from another angle. Positive qualities? You created an opportunity to dispose of the wolf gang. We did manage to kill some of them off, although it may have been a rather trivial number. Trivial? Wasn't there
Trivial.
blood? Wasn't there bodies everywhere? What do you mean?
I believe so.
Trivial.
Please let me know how the volume is on my side if I need to adjust anything.
Words don't work with them, so elimination is the only option. I, for one, don't intend to leave the wolf gang, evil incarnate, to their own devices indefinitely. I will.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
Oh.
My bad. Here's the log.
Log, yeah. Where was it? I will fell them with my sword someday. I don't like people who don't follow the rules. Rules are the principles upon which human society is founded upon and should be upheld. There we go.
Yeah.
Willfully violating those rules, even beasts are better than that. You ought to take care of that. You ought to take care about that, Sheena. For beasts? No, I'm saying you shouldn't violate the rules. You may be under the protection of Familia Oz, but you don't carry the mark of that familia, do you? Not being marked makes you no different from the denizens of the slums. That means I am at liberty to cast judgment upon you.
Ow.
Goddamn, okay.
Where do you think the marks even are?
I have no idea. Maybe on their shoulders or something.
Yeah.
Like in Fairy Tale.
Oh yeah. But didn't
I
Lucy
show-
have it on her hand?
Lucy had it on her hand. Some of them had it on like their thighs or something.
Yeah, one
It
person
depends
had
on the
it on
person.
their back and stuff, right?
Yeah. I show no leniency to those who violate the law. Burn that into your mind. Yes, ma'am.
We're sorry, Bam.
The morning sun shone through the windows, rousing her from her slumber.
I'm totally not raving in your chat. Hi, everyone!
Wait, I got you. I'll send the same emote to you. Hold up. Easy.
It's a good game so far! Yeah?
It is. I'm actually enjoying it.
It's so cute!
Totally not, because Cheshire is actually kind of cool.
I think all of them are kind of got like these good points.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do.
I definitely like the dialogue from the first episode where they were kind of like, oh no, I think it was that from Please Marry Me and stuff. They were just kind of in the doorway, right?
Yeah.
And we were like, what the?
That's not what was said.
Yeah! And they were just
Oh my
being
God.
like, oh, they
They
were
were
so
chasing the
swooning. And they were also like, shall we kill him? Because of that.
I think the main thing that was the only thing that was memorable to me for like the first episode was literally just constantly saying, "I don't want to die."
Yeah, that's true. You had to say that so many times.
How many times did I say it? Like when I thought it was over, it played again. I'm like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
Like, how many is there? Did you read this dialogue already, by the way?
Not yet. Not
Okay.
yet. She slowly opened her eyes, the now familiar sight of the ceiling coming into view. It's morning. Sheena sat up and stretched. I guess this is my fourth week here now. The weeks be flying by fast, holy shit!
Woo! Time skip.
Yay! She woke just as she had on that day in the back alley. But this time she retained her memories, if only from the past 4 weeks.
Hello.
At least she can remember something. Haha.
Honestly,
What's
I would
up
be like, I already forgot everything.
What's up with certain otome games and always having amnesia?
That's true.
Dude, I play Voltage games and at least they don't have amnesia.
Yeah. Honestly,
Hey,
I wouldn't be surprised if there were some Voltage titles that actually had amnesia though.
Probably.
Because I think quite a bit of the Shall We Date titles, well, there used to be titles because they deleted like practically all of their titles. I'm so bummed about that.
I remember those.
Some of them had like memory loss, like the original Destiny Ninja. Yeah, that one had memory loss.
The one that I remember the most is Blood and Roses for
Oh
Shall
yeah,
We Date.
I liked the design of the second protagonist more, in my opinion.
I love the design of the main character.
Yeah,
She's so pretty.
they were all so pretty.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I kind of just liked how the second one, like, I don't know, I think she stood up for herself a little more. Kind of liked that.
Yeah, the other one was like...
Yeah, it reminded me more like Diabolic Lovers, though.
Yeah.
Honest.
That's what...
Yeah.
I wonder if I'll ever figure it out.
I have been gone for a very long time, so yeah.
She didn't have much as a fragment of the memory she must have lost.
But I'm very happy to see people here. Makes me happy. It means a lot.
To her, it felt as though she'd never had any to begin with. Well, I'm sure it'll work out somehow. Why are you so positive, ma'am?
Yeah.
I would be freaking the fuck out. There wasn't anything she could do about what she didn't know.
I guess that's fair.
Wise words, but also at the same time, I still probably
Yeah,
freak
I
out.
don't think I would be level-headed enough to be like, yep, nothing I can do about it. I would just be like,
I don't know what I'm doing here. I just want to go home. What the fuck is home anyway? All she could do was trust in her precious present and future.
It's been rough.
I
My
hope today
Twitter
is a
got
wonderful
deleted.
day.
Or
That's
not
very
deleted, it got
positive.
taken down, so...
Every day I woke up, I'm just like, I don't want to get up.
Yo, I feel that. So,
Good morning, Mr. Katamia.
please follow
Mr.
the new
Kyrie.
Twitter. Gotta rebuild.
Did we pronounce it as Kyrie or
I
Kyrie?
think... Kyrie?
Kyrie?
I think so, Kyrie.
Kyrie, gotcha. Okay. When she looked into the living room, she saw Katamia and Kitty were sitting on the couch. Seemingly finished with breakfast already, they were relaxing as they sipped at some rose hip tea. Yo, rose tea is great.
I've really never drinking any tea.
Really?
Yeah.
So for me, something I like to do every now and then, or I haven't done this in a while actually, is like go buy some roses, wash the flower petals, and then like boil it in hot water.
Ooh, fancy.
It doesn't take long either, and like if you want it sweet, you can add sugar. It's pretty cool.
Luna's
I like
a tea
rose.
pro.
No, I'm not.
And I believe you were doing Katamia and I was doing Kiri.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, you're as lovely as ever today, Miss Sheena.
Mr. Kitty?
I need to figure out his voice again.
I don't even know what voice I was using.
I know, yeah.
Laying on thick first thing in the morning, huh?
There is no wrong time to compliment a woman, don't you agree, Miss Sheena? And I think I was doing Axel. Could you get out of the way?
She turned around to find Axel standing behind her, a grouchy expression on his face.
Grouchy.
It's
That's
the
how he
tsundere.
always is!
Oh, I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. Sir, I have completed my rounds. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Good work. Have you eaten today? Get something with Sheena.
With her? He just means that she hasn't had breakfast yet. Don't read too much into it. Although, if you desperately want something to read into, I'd be happy to oblige. Freaking cutie! No, thank you. Let's go, Sheena.
Yay. He's being teased.
Those two are just so darling together.
You just like seeing Axel flustered, don't you?
Yes!
I think we all do.
Yes, it's cute! It's so cute, he's precious bean! Ugh, what is Kitty thinking?
Axel sat down and reached for the basket of bread in the middle of the table. Sheena poured 2 glasses of orange juice and handed one to Axel. That's a really long pouring sound.
For a
Okay.
second, I thought the pouring sound was coming from you!
Not at all. Do you not like Mr. Kitty, Axel?
It's not that I dislike him, I just don't know how to handle him. I think it'd be strange to like someone like him.
Really? Axel tilted his head in response.
Well, what do you think of Kitty?
I
know, yeah, it's been so long. Must be really happy to see everybody.
That's
Thank
a
you
good
for you guys
question.
for
What do we
being
think
here.
of Kitty?
A flirt. But there's no option for that.
He's an absolute tease.
Oh my god, yeah. Wasn't he also joking about taking us into like this place and the
This
butler guy
fucking
was
18
like,
plus
oh my
place.
gosh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's like 18 plus.
It's been
place,
rough
bro.
losing my Twitter, man. So please follow the new
He's
one
definitely
and help
strange.
us rebuild
Definitely
Twitter.
strange.
Should we go with strange?
I feel like with everything we're saying about him, it leads to strange.
Yes, strange.
I can't quite pin him down. He's a strange person.
Yeah, I've been very depressed about my Twitter.
Axel nodded as he tore off a piece of bread and put it in his mouth. Nom 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 nom
He's
nom.
like, yes,
That
he's
sounds
very
great
weird.
right now, actually.
Weird. Well, you're not wrong. You never know what he's doing or why. Now, how could someone so easily understood ever be what? A fitting concierge? I don't know that word.
Concilier? I think that's what we were pronouncing.
Yeah, concierge. I think I was also replacing the words that I didn't know with like a thing.
Mr. Kitty!
You think he's a funny man? Somebody said, I like your funny words, funny man, for Kitty. Funny man.
Funny magic man?
Oh, magic. Would you like to see some tricks, Axel? Ta-da!
She looked over to where the voice had come from and saw Kitty standing there, leaning against the wall. He smiled as he traced the rim of the teacup he was holding with his finger.
If he's just leaning against the wall with the cup, he's like, oh, hello there, ara ara. Gossiping, how uncouth. What do you want? Oh, please, don't be so on guard. We're all family here, right? That was a loud chair.
Jesus fucking Christ. Kitty set his teacup in the sink and sat down next to her. Resting one elbow on the table, he reached out for her hair.
You know, if we were all family, would Kitty be like, what would he be?
If we're family? I don't know, I don't want to think about it.
Are you really enjoying your life of nothing but lying around, eating, playing, and sleeping? I asked you if you were enjoying living your life like a house pet. Fuck you, kitty!
I do. Oh, okay.
That chair.
Hold on, let me just gulp my water real fast to see if I can make a gulping sound. I don't know if that went through.
Gulp. Oh, I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of course. We did take you in fully aware of your situation. Kitty, stop being so roundabout. You just came here to torment her, didn't you? Oh no, I came here to talk business. I was thinking I might be able to make use of her for something if she was feeling a bit guilty after that comment I made. Freaking Kitty!
Business?
Oh, I got a redeem for a pollo if you want to hear.
Sure.
Pollo! Pollo!
Wow.
Ah! Pollo!
Kyrie!
Kabi! Kabi! Pollo! Kabi!
Kyrie.
I love Kirby! Somebody said, what kind of business?
Yeah, what kind of business
Yeah, what
indeed?
kind of business, kitty? You know, when he said that, I thought my mind went to the dirty place. Not the one that
Oh
body,
no. What the
Nipa!
fuck? She's so cute. Yeah, she is cute.
She is very cute, the protagonist in this game.
I think he's talking about you.
Oh! Nipa! Nipa! Yes, I'd like you to lend your body for something. Kidding!
I'm sorry, what?
See,
My
the
body?
fantasies are going further into death! No!
I'm sorry, what?
No! No! Your butt, your butt, your butt.
Yeah, bet.
Your butt, your butt, your butt!
Watch, it's not gonna be anything any of us is thinking, I swear. I swear.
Ooh la la.
Kitty's eyes didn't give away his intent, and that just made Sheena all the more anxious. That's making us anxious too, Sheena. What the?
No! So it's that kind of game, somebody said? No, 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 no. At this point, I would run. Yeah. Run! Or let's just hide behind Axel. Axel will protect us.
You better run.
You better watch. You better. Wait, why was I was about to combine that with the with that Santa song. How did it go? You better. Was it
You better watch out. You
Yeah,
better
yeah.
not. You better not. Tell I'm killing you.
Kitty's gonna tell you why.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah. In the middle of March.
Just what do you intend to do with her?
Axel said, almost like he was voicing Sheena's own concerns.
Axel, protect us! Are you really so Get it! Are you really so inexperienced that you can't imagine what I'm thinking about? Asking to borrow a woman's body could mean only one thing after all.
It's housekeeping. It's housekeeping. It has to be housekeeping, right?
How dare you?
It's house.
I would like Miss Sheena to participate in the beauty pageant.
See,
Oh.
it's
Oh.
nothing.
Axel just stunned.
Beauty pageant, yeah?
Oh my god, the nya! Yes, this town holds many festivals for the sake of its residents. One of those festivals is the beauty pageant next week that all the mafiosi sponsor. It's an event to select the most beautiful girl in town. Usually we only contribute money, but this year we have you. Would you care to participate as Familia Oz's representative? She is very pretty.
Definitely is very pretty as a protagonist, yes, yeah. I don't think I did very well, yeah. I'll give it a shot, yeah. Well,
You give it a
we're
shot?
kind of in depth, so we'll
I
give
heard
it a
you
shot,
say
yeah.
that, so I was like, okay.
The idea of it being in a beauty contest is a little embarrassing, yeah. But since Mr. Cutie asked, yeah, I can't exactly do anything to help that situation for you, Sheena. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll be able to live up to your expectations, yeah. But I'll give it a shot, yeah.
Meow meow.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm just happy you agreed. I apologize for interrupting your meal, but would you mind telling Karamiya that you intend to participate?
Did you even let us eat?
Oh my god!
Did we even? Yeah.
Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
did he just? Oh, she ran. I thought
She
that was Kitty who was running away.
Really?
I was talking about the contest, but could it be that you were imagining something else entirely? Shut up! Were you thinking that I was asking her to join me in bed or something of that nature? Shut up! Oh my, hit the nail on the head, didn't I? The imaginative powers of the pure and innocent are fierce indeed.
This guy teases so much, yeah. What the heck, yeah?
I thought I told you to shut up. Anyway, it's your fault for phrasing it like that. Kitty, your fault.
You know, we should have we should have a count of how many times Axel says "shut up," yeah. Like,
yes. Whatever makes you happy. You were being so cool, calling her guest until recently, but now you're so protective of her. Is there something wrong with that? Oh no, not at all. I can't blame you for feeling that way. So, what are you gonna do if there's some kind of conflict over her someday? She's just someone under my care. I don't have any feelings for her. Is that so?
Yeah, sure.
Well, now that is a problem. Where's the fun in a male-female relationship without any lovers' quarrels? Kitty, oh my god. Oh my god,
What the
that
heck,
bell!
yeah. Shut up, yeah. Freaking Axel, yeah.
He's like, shut up, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So many familiar faces, yeah.
Hello, everyone. Are you here to procure attire for the pageant?
We are, although I don't approve of the pageant itself. It is a town event, so you can't exactly ignore it. Honestly, who on earth started this notion of making women compete on looks? It's disgusting.
Are you participating this year?
Of course not. One of my subordinates will be entering. So, does that mean you're entering her? Wait, I forgot to add nya at the end of the sentences. Nya. I missed the opportunity, nya.
Oh, that's so true!
Okay. Yeah, nya. I figured it's probably more worthwhile than contributing money, nya. Hey, Senior. I guess you have it tough too, nya. Does the pageant require you to do difficult things, nya? Oh no, nya. You just have to dress up and stand still on the stage. That's all, nya. But they force you to be judged on the whims of the general public and accept the results, nya. It's more of a psychological hardship, nya. Yeah.
Are you participating of your own free will, or are they forcing you? Good question!
I'm doing it because they asked me, nya.
Should we say that?
Otherwise, I would have not known about it at all, nya.
Thank you for
I was
following
asked to do it
Elmo's
to help out the
Glue.
familiar, yeah.
Thank you for the lurk. Sorry, but the lurk command isn't working because my bot says I'm not gonna turn on. I see. I guess you were in no position to refuse. Poor thing. Poor thing!
Well, yeah. I'm told it doesn't matter how well I do, yeah. I don't think I can win anyway, yeah. So I think I'm just going to have fun with it, yeah.
She's so positive.
She's way too positive, but oh my god.
Even Scarlett's kind of like, super positive.
Oh, that's fine, right? Yeah? I guess I don't really have a good idea of what the pageant is like after all, yeah?
Yeah, it's fine if you just enjoy yourself. The pageant is held to entertain the participating townsfolk.
Oh, that's good, yeah?
Hi, Tomato!
Sheena, you sweet summer child.
Ugh. Scarlett, you're cute.
Signorina, could you pause your chat here and come over here, yeah?
For a
Wait,
second, I thought he was
chat
talking.
there.
For a second, I thought he was talking about like our actual chats. And I was like, wait, how did they know we're streaming?
Oh my gosh.
Pause your chat, streamers!
Yeah, but we gotta pause our chats, yeah. Chat, pause for a second, yeah. Karamia is trying to talk to us, yeah.
Everybody in chat, put your hands up and freeze! Don't move!
What is it, Mr. Karamia, yeah?
Okay, we can probably move now.
Mara says no, yeah.
Somebody said no, I see it. I think this fabric would suit Miss Sheena. That pattern is too bold. The simple one is much better. Tomato wasn't breathing! Poor Tomato! If you like that fabric so much, use it for a shirt or under... I wasn't expecting him to say that! If you like that fabric so much, use it for a shirt or underwear for yourself. Please don't force your tastes on her. Who's the one forcing their tastes again? Force you?
I mean, I'm a character in games, so I don't count, yeah. Oh my god, Axel. Look at Axel, yeah. Why are the men the only one getting worked up over this, yeah? That's a good question, yeah.
Make him cross-dress! I would
Yeah,
love
make
that.
him cross-dress!
That would
yeah.
be hilarious.
Hell yeah! Mr. Kitty, yeah. Mr. Axel, yeah. You're the one who will be wearing it, Signorina, yeah. Signorina! Signorina!
Nya, nya,
That's
nya.
a big
Oh my
brain.
God, I
Anyway.
love that.
Anyway, I think you should pick something you like, Nya. Could you make a decision before they get into an actual fist fight, Nya? Oh my god,
Getting that heated?
oh, yes, Nya. She glanced over at Kitty and Axel arguing as she reached out for a nearby striped cloth, Nya.
They're just arguing about it.
It's so cute. Oh, but that one is too, Nya. It was her first time at a tailor's, Nya. She was like a kid in the candy shop. She wanted everything, Nya. It's hard to pick just one, Nya. I wonder what everyone else was going to wear, Nya. She looked around the store and caught sight of Scarlett going to pay.
I'll be back in a few days with the receipt. Until then.
Scarlett, Nya.
Hey! Doctor's here! Doctor's here! Dr. Mercury. Sup, Doc? Oh, wait. Yeah. Sup, Doc?
Yeah. What's up, Duck? Freaking Bugs Bunny, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? How you been?
It's a Scarlet.
What?
What are you planning to wear, Scarlet?
Is she assuming that Scarlett's gonna go into the... Is she assuming that Scarlett's gonna go into the competition? The pageant?
I have no idea. Maybe?
Huh?
I can't figure out what I want to wear for, the pageant. I thought I could use the outfit you're choosing as a starting point. Oh, do you not want to tell me?
God.
I'm sorry, I don't...
What on earth are you talking about?
What?
I'm not participating in the pageant.
Wait, why? You're so cute!
I'm a man! Dot dot dot.
Man.
Oh, I see.
Ah. Wait a minute.
Holy crud, it's a Shiro. Satsum 6 Kabi.
No, wait, no bike is shot, no how. I thought Scarlet was a female the whole time.
Oh my god, I didn't know she thought that! Oh my god, poor Scarlet! Hi, Ashton! Thank you for the 100 bits! Yes! Also, my main Twitter got shot by Twitter, because Twitter said
I
F
get
you.
it.
So please follow the new one to help support rebuilding.
So Scarlet is an Elias and Mon is your
She didn't
You know, you sweet summer child. What are you doing, child? What is going on here? What the fuck?
She was gonna come to this one!
Oh
No,
no,
not at all! My sex is male!
Sex?
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm a man! Kitty! Don't you dare laugh!
Well, I guess I can't blame her for making that mistake.
You too, Mr. Katamiya?
Scarlet is a man? I thought you were a girl. I'm so sorry, Mr. Scarlet.
Somebody said whatever you say, Mulan!
Be a man, we must be swift as some
Have you ever heard that,
Anyway.
the Google Translate sings it?
Oh my god, no, I have not.
Oh my god, you should. It's so good. I think there was a line where it was like, Mr. President, I want a man out of you. Or something like that. Or
Mr. Oh.
it was really hilarious. You should definitely check it out.
Okay, okay. If I remember, I'll go check it out.
I'll definitely send you the link. Well, I guess it's partially my fault for never mentioning it.
No, not at all, Mr. Scarlet.
It's not something I normally talk about.
I'm sorry, Mr. Scarlet.
It's fine. Apology accepted. Just be more careful next time. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Oh no, I think Mr. Scarlet is mad at me. He's not mad at you. He was in a much worse mood when Kitty spoke to him. Remember?
Kitty gets on everyone's nerves.
Yeah, sounds about right. Really?
It's not just Scarlet. Kitty has a special talent for rubbing people the wrong way.
Does Kyrie ever rub people the right way?
You wound me.
I love her so much.
Kronos! No tomato, no! Look, Caesar salad!
Wait, we get to choose Caesar salad this
Caesar
time?
salad, hello!
Don't forget to save a file.
Oh, yeah. Boop. You know, most
Okay,
people just save over the same slot. I'm over here like...
Yeah, I do that too.
At least they gave us like 20 sections of save. I can go ballistic.
Definitely. Yeah. What's a good choice? Okay, so we chose Axel, we chose Scarlet, we chose Pachette.
Yeah.
How about Kitty or Academia?
Oh, which one? Which one?
Musical, thank you for the dailies. Thank you.
But yeah, so
I don't know.
Please follow the new Twitter.
Let's go
so
with Kitty.
Hopefully
just
this Twitter
like,
doesn't get shot,
honestly,
and
I think the
hopefully we
green
can try
hair
and
is kind of
rebuild.
cool.
Please help with that. It's gonna be hard. Okay, Kitty. This music.
Oh, there he is.
Why does this music
I
sound like he
really
would
like
be
the
in a club?
music. Really, a club?
I don't know. It sounds like he would be one of those
I
kind.
think of a jazz cafe.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Like a cafe with a bar.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
a
jazz
bar.
in the background. Yeah. She found Kitty in the living room, lounging on the sofa as usual.
Yeah, it's been over a
This
month.
time,
and
though, he had a tea
no
set
luck
in front of him
with
instead of the
customer
documents he
support
was usually
appeals.
busy with.
It's really
Okay,
depressing.
when does he not have some sort of tea cup
I
or
went
tea
through all the
set? I'm
phases
so
of
confused.
the grief
Okay.
kind. And I'm still not over it.
He must have been taking a break. His eyes were resting on the little book in his hands. Kakashi, is that you?
Or like how Kokomi has the little book.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually.
Yeah, I haven't touched Genshin in a long time, so I barely remember.
I have a play coat with me, so I completely forgot. Mr. Kitty, I have a question for you.
Just one.
Thanks, Dad, for doing shoutouts. He didn't even bother to look at her. He simply muttered in reply, his tone unusually flat.
Flat.
What's the point of the beauty pageant?
What sort of answer are you looking for?
A simple one? Only then did he finally close his book and look at her properly.
Hi, Onion! There's a sizable difference in perspective, depending on whether you look at it from the Mafia's point of view, or from that of the townspeople.
Then, from the Mafia's point of view.
I'll bite my tongue.
Huh?
I have no duty to tell you, and you have no right to ask. What the fuck, Kitty?
Oh, is this how it's going to be when it's just us two? Okay,
What a jerk!
I got it. Got it, okay. But, does that mean it's not something we should talk about?
Wait 1 second. Yeah,
Okay.
yes, Onion, I have a new Twitter because my main got shot. Please follow the new one to help rebuild. We're starting from scratch. Ah. No, I just don't feel like it. Kitty, oh my god.
Damn, okay. It's complete
Kitty!
180 whenever it's just us two. Got it.
This man.
I understand the hierarchy now. Mr. Kitty!
Now, don't fret. I'll raise your spirits even higher than you'd hoped. I gather that you're not particularly concerned about issues of perspective, but you just want some sort of explanation. I will offer you one. Now please sit.
He tossed his book onto the table and folded his hands on his lap.
If I were to explain it from the perspective of the townspeople, it's simply for fun. I don't dislike the pageant. It does allow me to enjoy beautiful women. Yay!
Beautiful women.
Yes, each familia selects beautiful women to participate. Everyone has different tastes, so there are some who aren't to my liking. Kitty!
So even you are interested in women? Sheena, what is that supposed to mean?
Maybe she thought he had a thing for Kanamiya?
Mr. Kitty.
Mr. Kitty, no!
Sheena.
Even me? What are you trying to imply by that? I think it's only natural that a man would have such an interest.
What?
Surely, even you have laid eyes on a captivating man before. Do we sell ourselves out, or?
I mean, we're surrounded by captivating men, but,
And we do play Otome games.
Yeah,
This
do
is
we
getting
sell
a vibe.
ourselves out? This is getting Monka-esque right
Oh, since we're already an hour in, I'm gonna say for both our ends, please check out each other.
To those of you who don't know, this is Sasumi Shiro. She's a ghost VTuber. She's very adorable. Please go check her out. If you would like to check her out, if you highlight her name in the title, it should allow you to click onto it and it'll lead you to her profile.
Oh my god, you did that so much better. I was just like, please check out each other. And this is UNEDITED for you. She's amazing. Please check her out. I don't know how best to describe it other than she's amazing. Please check her out.
See, I told you she's cute.
And like she said in the title, the name that's highlighted should direct you to her channel. Oh, and I gotta hydrate on my end. You should hydrate on your end too.
Okay.
Cause you have a lot of speaking.
So do we sell ourselves out or no?
Good question.
Flip a coin on it?
Yeah, flip a coin. Even hydrate. Interesting story so far? Yes, yes it is.
Flip a coin. So heads I have, tails I have not.
Whoop, whoop.
What is pride? Yeah, what is pride? That's a good... It says tails. I guess we're not selling ourselves out today.
Okay. I haven't.
I have not.
I see. How sad. You can't even see the opposite sex for what it is. Kitty.
I think we know how to appreciate the opposite sex. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Anyway. What it is? I know you're a man, Mr. Kitty.
I'm not talking about identifying physical sex, but a certain mental component.
I think we know exactly what you're talking about. No worries.
Don't members of the opposite sex set your heart aflutter?
My heart aflutter?
Do you ever feel your chest become tight and painful?
Am I just feeling tight? Oh yes, I felt that before.
Yes, I have too when I have palpitations.
Yeah. Whatever, I'm staring at my fucking PNG of a husband doll. Yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
my god, yes.
It's really uncomfortable when I've eaten too much.
That's heartburn.
Gina, you sweet summer child.
That's not your chest, that's your stomach.
I guess.
Well, perhaps it's to be expected with your missing memories and all. It will take time for you to make new memories. Perhaps something will change as a result.
Change.
Like perhaps you might fall in love with me.
Oh my god.
Kidding!
With you?
Yes, it's just a hypothetical, of course. But anyone would be fine, not just myself. I highly recommend taking an interest in the opposite sex.
Why?
Watching fools in love is delightful. Why don't you hurry up and provide me with some entertainment?
That's not our job, anyway. Looking at Sheena, we definitely feel like we're too far gone. Yeah, Sheena's way too innocent. Sheena's so innocent. I don't understand.
Oh my
Is it because we're making her innocent, or is it because she's actually innocent? I don't understand. Anyway,
Ice fruit!
on the day of the pageants, not a single cloud obscured the clear blue sky. The wooden door made a pleasing sound when she opened it. Oh, are you just going to describe every single detail now? This was like English class all over again, where the freaking professor is like, yeah, what do you guys think the sentence mean when the author wrote this?
Oh, yeah. Once I was out of school, I was like, forget grammar!
For real, for real.
And then I forgot how commas worked.
Understandable. Sheena closed her eyes as the gentle breeze ruffled her hair and the warmth of the rising sun caressed her skin. As she closed the door to the cottage behind her, she took a deep breath of fresh air, relaxing as the sweet smell of flowers filled her nose.
Here's what somebody said to my comma thing. Haha, funny, sentence squiggles.
You know, like the freaking sentences where it's like the curtains were blue, and then the professor's like, that could have meant that that there's so many open possibilities.
Oh my
And all
gosh.
that, and it's like,
It's just
I'm
like,
pretty
what?
sure the author just wanted the curtains to be blue.
Yeah, sometimes I think they put too much into it than actually is there.
Yeah.
And then I think it just is more confusing for everybody.
Yep.
Did you read this part?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh!
Cute.
I didn't
pretty.
expect them to
Oh my
actually
God.
change the
The PNG.
sprite.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Me neither. I hope this is okay. She looks so cute.
She's always so cute.
She picked up a bit of her skirt and twirled. She checked herself over in the mirror numerous times while she was getting ready, but she was still nervous.
A paragraph for a description.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure it'll be fine. If something is off, I'm sure Mr. Kadamiya and the others will fix it for me. They might not be participating themselves, but they wouldn't just keep quiet and let her go on looking like a fool.
I think Kitty would.
Yeah. At least she decided to believe that. Okay, you do you, hun. Okay. With a final encouraging nod to herself, she started walking. She left the shade of the roof and entered the brightness of the day. The gleaming sunlight made her squint. She heard footsteps on grass coming towards her. The steps belonged to...
Oh, wait! It's a
We get
choice?
to choose! We get to choose, oh my god.
Oh my god, should I save?
Yeah.
Oh my god, who should we choose?
Good question.
I feel like Axel would give us the best reaction. But at the same time, he might not. Because he might
He's
be too
gonna be so
embarrassed.
sin about it. He's gonna be so sin about it.
Yeah, or he might be too embarrassed and he might just be silent.
True.
And like, he'll just be like, come on, let's go. Trying to like hide it.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm. your chat is like, leave me out of this!
Just because his name is also Axel. so we've been like
Oh my
comparing him
God.
to in-game. Yeah, you know, just because
That's
of that, I'm low-key tempted to choose Axel.
Yes! Let's do it! Sheena. You're scared? They just said I'm scared! Welcome, welcome!
She saw it was Axel and ran over to him. He seemed a bit flustered, but managed to mumble good morning. Morning, Axel. Nice weather, huh?
Yeah, it's a good day for the festival.
He started to say something, but didn't get any further than you, before cutting himself off and taking a half step back, looking at her up and down. He nodded a bit.
You seem ready. Let's go.
He turned around and started walking, forcing her to hurry to catch up to him. Are Miss Academia and the others already up?
Of course they are. The Dawn wakes up before anyone else in the Familia.
He does. Not Mr. Kitty.
Kitty? I don't know. I don't care either.
Don't care?
About Kitty. I don't care what he does.
Oh. Axel doesn't seem to have a very good opinion of Mr. Kitty. It's not like you look nice or anything.
It's not like you look nice or anything. Baka. Oh, I'm gonna read what that person said. It's not like you look nice or anything, idiot. Come on, let's go.
So this is where the pageant is being held. Yep, that's the stage where you and the other contestants will be standing. It's a very pretty attention-grabbing spot, isn't it?
Naturally, all eyes are going to be on you today. I have high expectations for you, Miss Sheena.
Okay, I'll do my best. I hope.
I don't remember which one's Ante. Andy? Ante?
I don't know. I just go with Ande.
Why do I have a feeling you were all three of these?
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, familiar or spotted?
I don't know who's who.
Me neither. I'm just going along with it.
Yeah.
Good day, friends. Hello, Ande, Mr. Melissus?
Maybe the Melissus is this guy, the tiny one.
Probably. And then the silent one.
Yeah, this one's probably the silent one then.
Take care of that. Thank you for the hydrate. And you too, Aileen. Hello.
And we can always switch it around if you have too many rolls and you need help. Just let me know.
Hello. It's so awkward.
Oh yeah, this one's on. Ande and the I don't know.
You guys are super duper late. We've been waiting this whole time. You just got here too early. It's not even time for things to start yet. We thought you guys got scared and ran away.
She seems kind of like smug child.
Yeah, very smug.
Surely you jest, as if we'd ever lose to Familia Anderson, even if hell froze over.
What did you say?
I mean, it's the same every year, right, Axel? Well, I guess you're right.
The past is the past. We want to be losing this year.
Oh, that's a cute face.
Juliet isn't one to give up. Just yesterday, she ran 3 laps around the pond. Jesus. That's a lot. ran. It sure looked like she was swimming when I saw her. Shut up. If I say she was running, she was running. Brace yourself to bow down to Juliet's beauty. Little girl. Wahahaha. Linda, you sure are brimming with confidence. And nothing else.
There's no reason to worry about them. The competitor you should really keep your eye on is...
Familiar aldehyde, of course.
I wonder who this is.
Is this who I think it is?
Is this the big lady?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think that was me. Formaldehyde, of course. Baby, I don't know. I'll figure it out when I see her.
Oh my god, it is!
Oh, okay, it was! I don't remember what I did for her.
Miss Haiti.
I was surprised when I heard Oz was participating, but I never would
Hello,
have
Shiro.
imagined...
I've missed you a lot. Hope you have been doing well, Lil Spooper. Zvsiluvos vsiluvos vc slime hugs vc slime hugs.
Oh, 1 second.
Hi.
Hi guys, thank you! A lot has been happening. My Twitter got shot because Twitter said F you. So now I have to start over from scratch and I really have no clue what to do. Oh boy. And I haven't been streaming much, due to, mental and physical health. So hopefully I can get back to it soon. Gotta get back into the swing of things. I feel very out of practice. But yeah, there's a lot. Oh boy. But I'm having fun right now playing Ozmafia. Thank you for the sub. I was surprised when I heard Oz was participating, but I never would have imagined you of all people would be a contestant. It was a double shock. But you know, little girl.
Miss Haiti?
Every time I look at you, I can't help but think how gallantly you look.
Gangly?
Gangly you look.
Gangly?
Yes, I was triple shocked to hear you were participating in the beauty pageant.
That's not true at all. The Signorina is plenty cute.
If you could win on being cute alone, we wouldn't need a pageant. Don't you get it? You need curves to make a man drool. Curves! You look like a shriveled up carrot compared to Peter. She got something to hold on to. The only conceivable winner for this thing is Peter. But be my guest and struggle in vain if you like. Let's go, Peter! Oh, I see.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I remember her.
A carrot!
Carrot.
Hi, Hazel, thank
Oh
you
my
for being
God.
here. Well, something to hold on to.
Guys?
They're actually all thinking about it.
What? Do we get mad?
Yeah,
Do
the
we get
hard part is
annoyed?
I don't
Do
know
we get embarrassed?
where to go
I'm
from.
annoyed, personally.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like her. I'm annoyed.
I thought she was gonna be like, oh, you're cute. But no.
No, they just want to be mean to be mean. I don't like that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I guess it's kind of like the Hansel and Gretel were like, we're gonna shoot you.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Alright. You know what we can do? We
Yeah.
can ask chat. Yo, chat, should we be annoyed or embarrassed? And while
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
true.
decide amongst yourselves, I'm gonna go use the restroom and get water.
Okay. I'm gonna just be here. I'm gonna watch what you guys say. So be good, even though there's mods, there's still somebody's eyes on you. I'm watching you both. Tsundere mode, let's go. Get mad, get even, get wins. What? You say be embarrassed? Don't look at my words! What? How do we get their hopes up? So tsundere would be getting annoyed, maybe? So we have 2 votes for get annoyed, and we have 1 vote for get embarrassed. What's your vote if you're saying get their hopes up? Humma. What do you guys all say? I think we have 2 get mad and 1 get embarrassed right now. Boop, 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 boop. You vote annoyed? Okay, I think we have 3 annoyed and 1 embarrassed. Embarrassed? 2 embarrassed and 3 annoyed. I think. I'm assuming that's what the tsundere means. But correct me if I'm wrong on that. Luna will be right back. It most likely is. Okay. I am counting. Woohoo! Wait, I'm gonna shift my fingers. Because for some reason, my left hand doesn't want to hold up 2 fingers. Odd. How dare you, hand? How dare you? I've been having something on free real estate in my head. Brock when he sang his little song for the girls. Certified hand moment, what? Does anyone know Brock's song? For the girls song from the dub. Does anyone know that song? It's where he was like, he had like the hat and the maracas. And he was in the suit and everything, and he was like, kind. He was like shaking the maracas. Maraca Brock. He had like the little mustache that was like little stick looking things. Hi Luna! So far we have 3 votes for get annoyed and 2 votes for embarrassed.
Okay, so I guess we're going with annoyed. Let's go.
Okay. Did I already say? No, I did not. Be annoyed. I can do Pichu better than Pikachu. Pichu!
We just have a streets where we mimic random Pokemon noises.
Yes! I loved mimicking Pokemon
Starting with
noises.
number 1. Bulbasaur, Bulba.
Bulbasaur!
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur!
Squirtle, Scrat, Scrat.
Squirtle, squirtle, squirtle!
Charmander,
Charmander,
I love it. Freaking love it.
Yes!
Certified hand moment. I live under a rock, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I was asking, because I was asking, does anybody know Brock's song from the dub for the girls? Where he was like shaking maracas and he was wearing like a suit and a hat and he had like a little mustache?
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it was like small, but it was like it's living in my head, free real estate. That's why.
I see. Well, Madam wants to redeem. I already did the redeem. Haha. I would pay in high quality for the Pokemon noises.
I think that's what they meant. Yes.
I may be smaller than Miss Pizza, but do you have to look at me like that? Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have. You have your own unique charms, Signorina. Size doesn't matter, yeah.
No! I thought he would be like, I'm on your side!
Ozmafia, you fucking dumbass!
You jerk!
You fucking dumb.
Are you suggesting we ignore her physical fail? Are you suggesting we ignore her physical failings?
Mr. Kitty?
Kitty, no!
Hey, Kitty, what are you saying?
I'm only speaking the truth. Most of the voters for the pageant are men, and Miss Sheena's sex appeal is rather lacking. I know, how about you show a little more skin?
Skin?
Yes, there are plenty of ways to improve your chances by adjusting the neckline of your blouse or the hem of your skirt. I'm against it. Why? I think Sheena has more of a pure appeal. I can't approve of forcing her to do something disgraceful against her wishes. Oh, Axel, you came through!
Axel, our savior!
Somebody said speed running the swimsuit episode.
They really do be.
Axel, you're the best!
Well, it would be hard enough for her to win on that front anyway.
What?
The Signorina should just be herself, alright, Kyrie?
Very well, if that's the judgment of the Dawn, as the concierge, I must comply.
Right one is clearly the hottest. Metal. I see.
By that, did they mean Axel?
Yeah. They mean Axel.
I think Axel loves her for her. These two want more boing.
Yeah. Anyway, the contest is about to start. Axel, I'll leave the Signorina in your hands.
Understood. I won't let anyone harm a hair on her head. Let's just hope things don't end up like they did last year. Wait, what?
Couldn't make a nail. The glasses is making your hair go doki doki. I see. I see.
His personality makes it go doki doki as well.
Metal, are you a fan of tsunderes? Because Axel's an absolute tsundere.
Yeah, you bless
Where
you,
is-
Tsundere.
Where are Mr. Kadamiya and Mr. Kitty going?
Seats for the guest of honor. The Dawn and Concierge are expected to be present for the opening and closing ceremonies. There's nothing to worry about. I'll protect you.
Protect me? Is the pageant dangerous?
I can't guarantee that it won't be. This isn't the day of rest. Anything can happen.
Also, it's not Sunday.
It's entirely possible that there could be someone. Oh, hi, Caesar Salad. I found
Who
you,
was
my prey. I think that was me.
Okay. You love tsunderes
He
for real?
says that.
I see.
Axel's
Axel's
a perfect fit for them.
you. Before Axel could even finish the sentence, a silver-haired man appeared. He presently cut through the crowd and approached her.
Hi, Caesar Salad.
Caesar! What are you doing here? I thought you were
why?
going to say... Kadamiya turned around when the man spoke. When he realized it was Caesar, he ran back to Sheena. Aw.
Today isn't Sunday. Your ridiculous compromise isn't in effect today, is it? Just hand the woman over. I won't allow-
Okay, I changed my mind. Who is the man in white? Hello?
That was a quick change of heart! Yes,
Cool,
this is an
Caesar
otome
salad.
game called Ozmafia. For anyone that doesn't know, otome games are basically like dating sims except for girls. Excuse me! Wait, is she coming
Okay,
to our
Nettle.
rescue? Or is she gonna? Maybe she's gonna be like, "You're a hunka. I'm taking you."
A pompous voice cuts Axel off.
He looks scared.
Hades stood upon the stage, her arms crossed as she glared at Caesar. Caesar's eyes went wide, and he blinked a few times.
What? How strange. Am I hallucinating?
Hallucinating? Caesar! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh no!
Oh, she murdered her, yes? Oh my god! Me can't talk.
Caesar.
Me can't talk.
What is cooking?
Meat? Excuse me! You see these amazing curves and you dare call me meat? Peter, tear him limb from limb!
Heidi looked at her jiggling chins at him. Peter, who had been standing guard next to her, silently nodded in confirmation, lifting up his
Sorry!
her skirt. She drew a knife from her garter.
She's just silent.
She whipped it from its sheath, just as she leaped from the stage towards Caesar.
I can't believe meat is giving orders to a human!
Stop, Caesar! What
He's making it worse
fuck?
for himself!
No!
Don't think you can beat me with a blade!
No!
He's making it worse! Sir, what should we do about Caesar?
What should we do, Kitty?
Leave them to it. Familia aldehydes, Peter is most competent. Axel, continue guarding Miss Sheena, please. Understood. Are you okay, Sheena?
What the fuck is this close-up?
Me likey.
I'm fine. I don't know about Mr. Caesar, though.
Are you... aren't you? You're worried about him? He's trying to kill you, aren't you afraid?
I am, but I'm not sure why, but I'm kind of worried about him. This is... why are all protagonists such pacifists? I swear to God.
I know, yeah?
They try killing you and all you can think about is, are they okay?
I know,
I don't really understand it, but I have a feeling he's not really a bad person.
yeah? He calls us prey! If self-styled
Anarchist?
anarchists aren't bad people, then this world must be full of saints. So, hurry and back me up! Wait, what?
Huh? Who? Who's
The
Sol?
nice guy.
Huh? I don't remember. Sol? It couldn't be.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
I'm back!
Oh!
Whoa! Damn it, don't trip over nothing. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's this dude.
Yeah!
Why is Sol...
You didn't know? He's part of the Wolf Gang.
What if... You mean...
He's one of Caesar's subordinates.
I don't believe you.
If you think I'm lying, ask him yourself next time you see him.
I can't believe so would be a member of the Wolf Gang.
The Amadeus Wolfgang. What?
What?
I don't know. I don't understand
So
that one.
please, OMG, take me to dinner first. No. Take a little. Holy
Oh, it's a
shit.
musician joke. I am not
Excuse
a musician.
Me neither. Don't look at my Twitter. Excuse me, is anyone there?
Is you? Oh yeah. Don't you sing?
No.
No?
No.
I feel like you would. You have such a beautiful voice.
No, you.
No, you serenade me.
Hi, Miss. Welcome in. Excuse me, is anyone there?
Oh, Machina, whatever is the matter?
Mr. Kyrie, about the pageant.
The music is so nice in this game.
Mm-hmm. Are you really sure I can have the trophy?
Oh, we
she
just
won?
skipped ahead. Okay.
We just skipped the pageant. We skipped our
I
whole
was
pageant.
hoping we would see
We
the
somehow
pageant.
won. Oh my god. Okay. How did we even win?
I don't know.
Who all were the contestants anyway?
I know, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh wait, sorry.
Wait.
That's Kitty.
The Amadeus Wolfgang is Mozart's name.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh,
Of course
protagonist
she won.
powers.
She's the protagonist. Yeah.
It makes
true.
sense. Makes sense. I'm not sure what I have to do with any of it. You won, so it's only natural that you keep it. Are you just satisfied with it or something?
Tim, we didn't even get to see the other contestants.
I know,
Cut,
yeah.
Honestly. For real. No, not at all. I just. Are we going to flash back to see what
Oh,
happens?
hello. New character.
Now to announce the winners.
Oh, nice.
Familia Aldehyde.
Oh,
Entranced has been disqualified due to fighting. Oh,
that was the curvy lady.
that's why. Familia Grimm's entrance has been disqualified due to fighting as well.
Where?
Who all is fighting?
Everybody's been involved with the fight.
Familia Boots and Trent has stepped down to suppress the fight.
Oh my god.
Which means the winner is Miss Sheena from Familia Oz.
Everybody just had to.
She won by default. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Well.
What? Congratulations on your victory. Man. Why did that little girl win? I can't approve. I just can't. Well, you can say that all you like, but Familia Oz had more votes.
Oh, I guess she was a contestant.
But why? Well, she's just an animal.
Oh.
What?
What?
What? What's wrong with that? Juliet's so much cuter. She's much better than this mutt of a girl. Wait, that duck should have won. I got this. Just look at the elegant line of her neck. Does anyone else in town have such a lovely silhouette? Indeed, no one has a silhouette like hers, though I'm not sure lovely is the term I'd use. At any rate, strictly going by the poll numbers, she's been selected as runner-ups. Are you turning that down? Second place? Yes. The runner-up will receive a silver trophy and prize money. Ooh, that's a huge leap from last place. I'm so happy for you, Juliet. Hold on. We're going to party tonight. We'll cook a turkey. Is that dog going to eat the turkey too?
Oh it sounds concerned.
Luna, finally my time to shine, hell yeah. Holy shit, you can finally voice a duck. I know, right? Oh my god! It came down to just me and Juliet on a technicality. It just seems kinda wrong to take the title of best in town like that.
Results are results. Please keep it. If you can't accept it, just plot your revenge next year. Win on your own merits next time, okay?
I've seen like 6 minutes of this game and I'm 100% invested. Hell yeah. Next year.
Yes, although there's no guarantee you'll still be here next year. Now, could you take your leave? I won't be able to get anything done if I'm chatting with you.
I'm sorry. Good night, Mr. Kitty.
Good night.
Juliet is best girl in our hearts. She really is. Oh, Signorina. Miss Academia, Axel.
It's late. You should get to bed.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you for following Naja Centura.
With all the hubbub at the festivities? That word. Yeah. I didn't have a chance to say it. Congratulations on your win, Gina. Mr. Academia. Be happy. I would be happy. Mr. Kitty did tell me I should accept it. Thank you very much. She shook off her hesitation and smiled. I knew you were going to win.
Did you?
Wait, did you really?
I don't
no,
believe that.
This is why. It's because like this is House Oz, right? So technically, they have fourth wall powers. That's
true.
why he knows.
That's true. That's true.
Kadamiya smiled back and reached out for her head, only to immediately pull his hand back. Oh, I shouldn't be doing that. Bad habit. What?
Aww.
Where's her head pat? My guy, give us the head pat. We've been cooked. We've been cooked. We've been cooked of the head pat. You're a woman, not a little kid. I shouldn't be petting your head. What's wrong with her? Oh, thank you for the head pats. See, Axel at least gives me a head pat.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Kadami.
Give it.
Yeah, I could probably like make it to where the hand is like giving giving you the head pats too. There. That's the best I could do.
Yeah.
That's why Axel's the goat.
Yes.
Hell yeah. He puts his hand down and shrugged. It's a very special trophy. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. What? Wait, what? What's so special about it? Besides it being a trophy? Is it like a portal or something?
Or is it like the Holy Grail?
Oh my god. Oh, sorry. You said you wanted to get to bed, but we keep detaining you. That's a weird way to say that, but okay.
Yeah.
Good night, Signorina. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Mr. Academia. Axel?
Axel didn't say nothing!
Cries.
Oh my gosh. Caesar salad's still there. Hum.
Okay, so we have officially done Kitty, Axel, Scarlet, Pasha. We have Kadamiya, Caesar Salad, So, and Robin Hood.
Hum.
Who to pick?
Who to pick, indeed.
I think we should pick So because we did talk about.
Yeah,
It did show how we were surprised that he was a part
Yeah.
of the Wolf Gang.
That's true. Let's do it.
The Tony man going to bed on
Yes, I
mutually
remembered to
exclusive
save.
acts. Oh my god, Nero, what the fuck?
There, I
Yeah.
made sure to double save. Now we go.
Yeah, nice. It's good bludgeoning weapon. So he's a member of the Wolf Gang. Did he know that Mr. Caesar is after me? I wonder if he tried to befriend me despite that.
Sheena,
So,
what's wrong? You look pale.
no.
You can't deny it. You look unwell. Do you have a fever? Maybe you should go to the clinic.
No, my body feels fine.
Your body? What do you mean? Wait,
I'd like to ask him about Mr. Caesar, but I'm not sure. Hey, Raven, welcome in.
Huh.
Get right to the point, beat around the bush. I like getting right to the point. I
Yeah,
don't ever
let's
like
do
beating
that.
around the bush.
Get right to the point.
So, do you know Mr. Caesar?
Yeah, I do.
He admitted it so casually. He sounded so indifferent that it made her wonder why he didn't feel even a little guilt about it. Guilt about what? So why were you hiding that this whole time? Technically, Sol wasn't hiding anything. We never asked.
That's true.
Why are you hiding this whole time?
I wasn't hiding it. I guess I just didn't have a chance to mention it, or didn't feel like I needed to. Mentioning that I worked for Mr. Caesar wouldn't really benefit me in any way, and it'd be a problem if it hurt my business. If it hurt business. That's why I decided to never bring it up myself. Of course, I'll answer honestly if somebody asks. I am a member of the Wolf Gang and Mr. Caesar's right-hand man.
Right-hand man?
Yeah, that's basically my position, though that could just be how I see it. I hate violence, though. I'm mostly in charge of food and cleaning.
I love that for you.
For him?
That makes you sound almost like a housewife.
That's not far off.
Aw, he's cute. What the?
I know how Mr. Caesar feels about you and what he wants to do, so maybe I shouldn't be suggesting this at all, but it'd make me happy if we could continue to be friends. What do you think?
Of course! Of course, you're my friend, Sai.
And he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
Friend?
Yeah, you've been so nice to me ever since I started living here.
So the housewife?
Yes. I thought we were friends. Do you not feel the same way?
Of course I do. That's right, we're friends.
Then nothing has to change. I want to stay friends too.
Okay, I'm so glad you said that. I feel exhausted all of a sudden now that that's cleared up. I really like you after all. I was so anxious about what I'd do if you said you didn't want to see me anymore. Thank you, Sheena. Aww.
Sheesh, this voice acting. Hi, Shivi. Welcome in. Wait, cleaning or clean? What the fuck is quote unquote cleaning? Thank you for the stretch and hydrate. Friend zone, effing chat for my boy, so.
No, now that you mention it.
Oh my god!
They do have a point.
Good morning, Mr. Karamia.
Thank you for following, Shuvim.
Morning, Shuna.
Shuvimo?
Nice timing.
Shuvimo? Not sure how to say it. Thank you! Thank you for everybody who's following from Luna. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And people from my end, if you haven't already, please check out Luna. Boop, boop. R.I.P.
Nice
Soul.
timing. Rip soul indeed. Yeah, I'm about to make breakfast, but I'm not sure what to make. How about you make a request? A request?
Oh.
I wish we had more options
Yeah.
than just pancakes.
Pancakes?
I would say whatever you think is good.
Yeah, probably that then.
Mm. Pancakes good. Wait, you're right. We should have chosen pancakes.
Don't worry, I saved.
Pancake senpai, is that really you?
Pancakes.
Can you make pancakes? Roger that. Alright. Why don't you take a seat over there? Okay, well done.
Good morning, you two.
Mr. Kitty. Kitty, you're already up.
Yes, we have our regular physicals today, after all.
Regular us? Dr. Robin will be visiting today to give us our regular physicals. He makes house calls for that?
Yes, if we sent all of the soldati off to the clinic in groups for it, there would be holes in our security. The additional cost for a house call is a bit of a burden, but in terms of risk, there aren't many other options, and physicals are important.
You'll be getting a physical as well, Signorina. Don't eat too much. What's that supposed to mean? Okay, got it. I hate it here. Let me eat! That was delicious.
Thank you for the meager meal. Wait, what?
Meager?
Kitty.
Hey now, you know I'm the one who cooked that. You're calling it meager. Meager.
The flavor was decidedly cruel and indelicate. Crude, not cruel.
If you have a problem with it, make it yourself.
Oh no, my hands are not suited to such work.
Mr. Kitty's hands? What about his hands?
Yeah, what about his hands?
Her eyes were suddenly drawn to his hands. Isn't he wearing gloves? It was unusual for him to not be wearing gloves. He's not wearing, but he's wearing gloves in the photo.
I think Sprite works.
Just as Kitty has said, they were completely pristine, free of wear and tear of work. His skin was smooth and pale, his fingers long and slender. They almost made her feel jealous. Bro, I'm jealous too.
Wait, of
Mr.
which part?
Kitty.
Him being pale?
The long, slender fingers, man.
I don't
If I
know
had
how-
long, slender fingers, I could be playing piano so easily. My guy, what the?
My hands are
Hello?
just too small for the piano. I cannot reach for the keys.
I feel like those hands would be really, really good for piano.
That's probably why, yeah?
Mr. Kitty, you have such pretty hands.
Yes, they are, aren't they? Wouldn't it seem almost sinful to use them for such a lowly purpose? Kitty!
They only look nice because you don't do any work. If you're gonna complain every time, just cook your own food.
You really are a dunce. I did say that I wouldn't, didn't I? Or are your ears broken? If I'm taking something into my body, I have every right to judge the quality of the substance. In that sense, it's your duty to make something that appeals to me, Karamiya. Kitty.
Right. Duty? I have no idea what you're talking about. Ah, yes, it's the married couple over here.
Oh my,
Anyway.
your ignorance makes this much more difficult. Very well, let me explain it so even a simpleton can understand. In short, cut it out and make me something delicious, you stupid lion.
Like I said, if you're going to complain, why don't you...
What are you arguing about?
Axel!
I don't think we need to help Kitty.
Stop, Mr. Kyrie.
Do we stop?
Pancakes are delicious. No,
Yeah.
pancake could. We gotta go with the pancake!
Pancake!
Axel, these pancakes are delicious.
Pancake!
Bruh.
Pancakes!
Eh?
Oh, sorry for all people to lose my composure. For me, of all people, to lose my composure and shout like that.
Oh my god. Oh, don't worry about it. You just surprised me a little.
So the Don made those, didn't he?
He did. They're fluffy and springy and delicious. Wait, that sounds so good.
Yeah, they are. The Don's pancakes are the best in town.
We chose the best option.
Oh, look at him blush!
We chose the best option.
Yes!
Just saying.
Yes!
Best in town. Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
Yeah, you're wasting your breath complimenting Karabia's awful cooking just to flatter him.
Kyrie.
Yes, what? I wasn't trying to flatter him. They really are delicious. They're cooked just right. They're the perfect size and softness, and the flavor is fantastic. Don't you agree, Sheena?
Dude, this boy a freaking food connoisseur or something.
Yes!
Jamie, hello, welcome in. Love dating Sims. Are you winning their hearts? I don't know. I'm just happily amused of the whole entire.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I wasn't expecting that.
Me neither. I don't think I really put that much thought into the flavor.
You haven't? What a waste. I can't understand why you do something so wasteful with something you only might get the chance to savor once a month.
Axel, cool down. Cool down.
Ugh. I'm sorry, it's just pancakes have a sort of magical hold over me. I just can't control myself.
God damn, you like me for real, for real. We won't learn to the end exact.
Magic, huh? You really are pathetic for that disgusting sloth to have such power over you. Kitty, shut it!
I do care if they're winning hearts, but Axel sure has one mind.
Yes!
She's actually so cute in the game. Yeah!
Excuse me.
Hello, Dr. Cry.
Oh, I'm surprised you're coming out to greet me.
Thank you for coming, Doctor. I told the soldati to come into the living rooms when it's their turn, like usual.
Thank you. You Oz fellows are great. Physicals always go smoothly here.
Is it different in other places?
Yeah, a lot of the others are not as complained, nor do they show up on time.
If I'm remembering right, familiar Grim Gretel was quite a handful, wasn't she?
Oh yes, by now I've grown quite accustomed to her verbal abuse.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
That's true, she's like, I'm gonna shove a grenade down you and stuff like that.
True.
All I'm doing is trying to give her a checkup. I wonder why she hates me so much. I can't understand it. Sir, everything is ready.
Grazie, Axel. Alright, Doctor, come right this way.
Oh, certainly. Sheena, you're coming too?
Huh? Oh, right, I forgot. Signorina, could you wait in your room? My room? Yeah, we can't exactly have you get your physical along with a bunch of guys. I can't? Sheena, you fucking dumbass! No, you
Do you want to see naked men or something?
Naked? They only have to take their shirts off.
I can perform the examination through undergarments for women, though. That said, it is a bit easier with them off.
There's nothing interesting about looking at naked men, so do as the Don says and wait in your room. Okay, I will.
Hi, Cheese, thanks for the sub! And Jimmy, thank you for the... Oh no, you gave a sub to Jimmy, thank
Yeah,
you!
we need the MC point of view for that. Metal. Who the fuck is that you're looking to?
Yo, I agree with Neto in your chat.
Need the bathroom.
Yes!
Oh my god, Mia! Hi Mia, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome to Wonderland. Hope you all enjoy your stay here. To those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Luna Chippy. I'm a star bunny VTuber who mainly plays Genshin and Final Fantasy 14 lovely TV show. Hope you all enjoy your stay. Today we are currently playing an Otome game, Ozmafia. To those of you who don't know anything about Otome games, it's basically a dating sim.
For girls!
For females, yes. Mostly catering to female audiences. And this right here is my collab partner, Satsumi Shiro.
Hello!
She's a ghost VTuber. If you would like to check her out, feel free to. By clicking on her name in the title, it will send you to her channel. I have to sleep, but have all my gremlins. Love you, Luna. Thank you so much, Mia. I appreciate you. Thank you. Mwah, mwah. Have a good night. Sleep well, so dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Mr. Lion, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome. Hope y'all enjoy your stay and enjoy the stupidity of this Otome game. Yeah.
Thank
anyway.
you, Mr. Lion and Neto Lumen, for following me as well. Thank you! Thank you to everyone who follows from Luna's side, and anyone from my side who hasn't already, please follow Luna. She's awesome.
A lot of brain rot. There is a lot of brain rot, yes. I wonder how long physicals take.
Thank you for following Yumi B Gaming. Woohoo!
She lay down on her bed, alone in her room. I mean, you're normally alone, but so yes.
True.
I'm so bored. Maybe I should borrow a book from Miss Academia. You are not getting up. She thought, but...
Not the best time to borrow the book.
If I ran into Mr. Academia naked... She knew that with a personality like his, something like that probably wouldn't bother him. Still, the mere thoughts caused her to instantly lose all desire to leave her room. Yeah, don't leave your room.
Yeah, just do what he said.
I guess I should take a nap since I don't have anything else to do. Wait, that's such a mood.
Thank you for following Arashi Red Fox.
Don't have anything to do, take a nap. A soft sound reached her ears. It was just loud enough to rouse her from her slumber. I'm still tired, but... She rubbed her eyes and got up.
Time for our physical?
I'll be right there.
I'm sorry for making you wait so long. I still need to figure out his voice. I'm not too sure what to do with his voice.
Me neither. Wah!
What's wrong?
He startled me. Doctor?
Startled you?
Anyone would be startled if anyone dressed in all black suddenly appeared at the door, wouldn't they? At least, I think so.
Oh, you mean what I'm wearing? Well, don't worry about me. Come on, let's get you checked out.
Right here?
Batman-like voice? What does a Batman voice sound like? I am Batman. Kind?
Wait, if the girls are getting their physicals together, will we see Julia take her physical?
A raspy voice. Raspy. Kind of like that?
It's Zero from Zero to Dilemma. Turn on reverb filter and do a deep voice, says Nettle.
I'm able to turn it on for my end of the stream, but I don't know how to turn it on for, like, the voice chat, so it won't come over on Luna's end. I have an idea. I'll figure something out. What if I cut over this cam as a reverb?
You know, you're close enough.
Yes, don't worry, I have all my instruments with me.
Something like that? Thank you for following Melry. Luna, how did I say it?
Mia and me, really?
Mia really?
I just call her Mia.
Thank you for following Mia. Woo!
Fucking
Since the
perfect.
undergarments on, I thought you would probably be more comfortable here than in the main house.
Like that?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Luna, this is a robbery. Hands up. My hands are up. But I got tired holding them up, so I'm gonna put them down. Hi, Shio. Welcome in. Well, that's true. I'm in your hands, Doctor. Doctor? Doctor, hey.
Doctor? Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Mr. Kadamiya. Oh, Sheena and Dr. Robin.
Finished with her physical?
Yes, I'm heading back now.
Thank you for coming out. I'm counting on you next month as well.
That's every month.
Thank you for following Dragoon System.
How did your checkup go, Signorina? He said there wasn't really anything wrong with me. How about you, Mr. Kadamiya? Same here. I'm the very picture of health. That's good. What about you, Axel? Judging from your demeanor, I'm guessing nothing's out of the ordinary for you.
What if we ask everybody except Kitty?
Bro.
Yeah, I've never had any particular issues. I guess your good health is your only redeeming feature. Couldn't we say the same for you? Oh, please, don't lump me together with you. I have 100 more redeeming qualities than you.
Well, I'm just glad everyone is well. Health is more important than anything. Well, we really didn't ask him.
Kabi! Kabi!
If you're feeling even a little under the weather, go see the doctor. He gets really annoying if you just try to ignore health problems.
Dr. Robin Hood does have a bad case of medical curiosity after all. Kirby's like, Boyo Boyo! I have a knife!
Boyo, boyo.
Ah! Oh!
We got some people missing here.
Ah!
We don't have Caesar or Robin.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
Oh.
I think someone else. Isn't someone else missing? Or am I crazy?
I think it's... No, just Caesar and Robin Hood.
Interesting. Pero thank you so much for 3 months. Hi, Ash Jimmy. Welcome in. Alright, so since Caesar and Robin are gone, and we picked everyone else, I guess the only one we have left is Mr. Kadamiya.
Yes. Did we ever
Sounds
pick
as if it's
Scarlet
messed
at one
with-
point?
Medical curiosity. Yeah, we picked we picked Axel the first time, then Scarlet after, I believe.
Oh, maybe, yeah. So did we go with Kadamiya?
Yeah,
Okay, Kadamiya.
pretty boys. Hi,
the pretty
Wanya.
boys.
Welcome in.
Sheena, do you have a moment?
What is it?
I'd like you to take this to the Dawn.
Before she could even answer, Axel handed her the wooden box he was been carrying. Give me a second, I'm doing shout attack command.
No
There we
problem.
go. It was much heavier than it looked, making Sheena stumble.
Take care not to drop it.
She nodded as Axel supported her by the shoulder.
Aw.
What's in it?
I can't say anything about its contents. I was originally going to give it to him myself, but something urgent came up. Please, Sheena.
I felt embarrassed. Alright, okay, Axel, whatever you say. Axel. He left. I wish he told me where Mr. Kadamiya was. At this time of day, she wrecked her brain trying to figure out where he might be. I have no idea. This is heavy. I have to find him quickly. Maybe he's in his room. Mr. Kadamiya, are you in? Sheena, come in.
Hey, we got it right!
I'm glad I found you quickly. What? Were you looking for me?
Oh, he's got glasses now.
Looking kind of cute, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yes, Axel asked me to bring this to you. Seriously? Is it that heavy? I'm sorry. Grazie, Sheena. You're very welcome. He took the box from her and sat it on his bed. I was really hoping this was gonna be a bit where we walked into him shirtless. Oh my! No!
So thirsty.
Oh my god, Neto. Damn, Neto, I didn't know you wanted to see someone shirtless that badly. Holy shit.
If you want to see some shirtless people in Code Vein, there's a hot spring.
Oh, you're right, there is.
I like literally was fangirling over Louis for an hour. Over an hour, I think.
I completely forgot about Louis. Ah, fuck.
Louis,
I want to play
my
Code
boy.
Vein again. Oh my god, I want to play Code Vein again.
Yes! I want to get all the achievements, but the hardest one to get is the co-op one where you have to do the medals.
Okay. I get so annoyed because like I'm not really good at those soul type games.
Yeah, that was my first time playing a soul type game.
Same. It's so freaking difficult for me because I'm just like, where the fuck is the boss?
Yeah.
And auto lock I feel like auto lock just fucks you up even more. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I don't
hate
think
it
I was
here.
using auto lock at all.
No, auto lock fucks you up. I tried both not using auto lock and
Yeah.
using auto lock. It's so annoying. Oh my
If
god.
you need help, I'd be more than happy to help. I think I have a decent. I'm decent at the beginning of the game. Or beginning half?
Mm.
Then again, I'm out of practice.
Yeah.
But I think it's more helpful having another player help you at times.
Mhm.
I struggled. I learned that blocking is apparently pretty good. The shielding.
Yeah.
I was
Blocking,
getting knocked
shielding,
around left
dodging.
and right.
Bruh, it's for me. It's like the timing of dodging that's a
Oh
big
my
issue.
god, yes. I would spam the dodge button. I'd be like, roll for my life. That's how I was, especially in the first fight.
Like when they walk.
I was like rolling for my life. I was like, roll.
Yeah, same.
The rolling
When they
was my
come
best
into
friend.
the room without
And-
knocking clean.
And I was like, Louis, go! And then but I was like, no, Louis, don't die!
Dude, I heavily depended on my team so much because every single time they healed me, I was like, "Oh my god, you're a fucking godsend! Thank you so
I
much."
know, right? I would be dying so much, but I would always be like whenever they got killed and I couldn't revive them, I'd be like, no! I'm stuck in this alone! Hi, Louis!
He ain't wrong. Fan service is lacking. What's wrong with lacking fan service, bro? Just enjoy the story. I get really invested into dating sims and employment. I can see that.
Yeah, I feel both of those points.
Sitting down beside it, he then opened its lid. I wonder what's inside.
I want to play Code Vein again. I only did one of the endings.
Curious. Yes, It was very heavy. Well, that's because it's a pot. A pot? A pot? Yeah, wanna see? He waved her over, letting her take a seat next to him. I gotta go. Good luck with stream. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Shivy. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
It's really not anything particularly interesting. He smiled, retrieving a piece of paper from inside of it. There's so much medicine in here. Is this all for you, Miss Academia?
Oh.
Oh!
No, that breaks my heart. Wait, no, that's concerning.
That's very concerning. Yeah, I'm the weakest member of this familia after all. You are? I don't look it, do I? I actually get sick really easily, though I'm always ill during cold season. I get a fever and can't even move. No!
Not the baby.
But it's not like the Dawn can take sick days, right? That's why I always keep some medicine on hand.
No.
Meanwhile, Kyrie and Axel never get sick. Don't you think that's a little too unfair?
Yes.
Don't do that about pouting face, my guy. What the?
That's your baby.
It's even a little. Yeah, in the past few years, I've never seen them get sick once. That's some hella immune system, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Skill issue. At least not like I do. My nose starts running and I cough and everything.
Oh no! Wait, what do you mean I'd like to see? Why is that an
You should
option?
take care of yourself. You should take care of yourself. You should take care of yourself. Ah.
Oh my god, baby!
Well, you should take care of yourself. Please don't worry about me, before I even get sick.
But once you're sick, it's too late!
Grazie anyway. Though I appreciate the thought. So what about you? Do you get sick easily? I don't know. Maybe we should experiment to find out.
What?
Oh my god. Experiment? To find out if I get sick easily or not.
How do you even experiment that?
I don't fucking know. Oh no, don't do that. I won't let you. But aren't you curious? Well, a bit. Then I'm not going to let you get sick just to satisfy my curiosity.
See, that's sweet. Kitty would be like, get sick!
Freaking Nero over here was telling us to pick option 2.
Oh no! No!
That'd be awful for you. And Dr. Robin would be so angry with me, I might die. Bless you.
Thank you!
Just to be clear, if I get sick, don't come near me, okay? Why? Why do you even have to ask why? Because it'd suck if you caught it too, right? The two of us being sick together wouldn't be any fun at all.
Maybe he got me sick! Because I sneezed!
Bruh, I've been coughing the whole day. It's okay, you and me both. Anyway, it won't be an issue if I don't get sick in the first place. Let's both be careful. Okay.
Aw, that was cute.
It was adorable. The weather's so nice. She set down the now empty watering can and stretched her limbs. The freshly watered plants glittered in the sunshine. I don't think I have anything else to do today. Do you ever have anything to do?
Good question, actually.
Excuse me.
We
Sorry, that was
we aren't
mean.
sure what she does.
Yeah, well, it was like, what do you do all day?
Yeah.
It was only natural for a freeloader like herself was rarely given any responsibilities. Maybe I should go out for a bit. It's just so carefree and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who this is.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. Oh, this isn't Miss Sheena. I'll figure it out later.
just as she was walking out the gate, someone called out to her. When she turned towards the voice, she saw Mr. Curie. Nice voice by Mr. Curie. Let's go.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Best voice for Mr. Curie. Curie took off his hat and placed it over his chest, giving her a little nod.
The hat changed his voice.
Maybe that creepy vendor guy from before.
Do you guys like the regular voice that I've been doing for Kitty, or would you guys want this this silly voice?
Oh my god.
He's like, you seem free at the moment. Would you care to join me on a stroll? Or, listen, free at the moment. Would you care to join me on a stroll?
I can't take him seriously. I can't take him seriously. Oh my god. Oh my god. With you?
I'll wait to see what they say, but in the meantime, I'll just probably shift back and forth. Yes, indeed.
You mean all alone with you?
That's not a problem.
Not the goofy boy.
You think that's goofy? What, Mickey?
A problem? It's Mr. Curie we're talking about. He must have some kind of ulterior motives. I guess it's pretty rude to think about him that way, though. No, it's not. If you don't mind my company, please allow me to join you.
Well, what a strange thing to say! I invited you precisely because I don't mind your company, after all.
Oh my god!
Featuring Experiment 626 from Lilo and Stitch?
Oh my god,
I don't
Stitch,
know.
is that you?
Ohana means family.
Ohana means family.
Ohana means family.
Family
You know that's fitting because
No.
I'm from Hawaii.
That is true! Oh my god!
Yeah! Though I don't know many Hawaiian words.
They chatted as they walked around the Oz domain. During a pause in their conversation, Kitty looked Sheena straight in the eyes. Oh my god.
Miss Sheena, what did you think of me? I've been worried that you might have the wrong impression of me.
That you're an absolute flirt that likes using people to get what you want? Yeah, wrong impression where? Wrong impression?
Am I wrong in thinking you believe me to be cruel and a callous man without a heart? Mickey, it's Mickey!
I can't exactly tell him that I sorta do.
Donald Duck?
Of course not. Well, maybe a little. But only a little.
Ow!
She panicked when she saw Kitty's expression turn sullen.
How did Donald sound again? I was Donald! It totally cut you out!
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I picked my mic with that. I can't do it. Like... Anyway. But I think you're a kind person at heart. Even if you say some scary things sometimes. That's what I believe. The point that I return to. Yes!
I see. I guess you really do have the wrong impression of me after all, Miss Sinner.
Oh my god.
I think I got it!
What?
I am a cruel man devoid of kindness. I betray anyone for my own benefit. I'm quite confident that I could dispose of you without a shred of doubt.
Yeah, we kind of figured. Anyway, Mr. Kitty.
I don't say this to threaten you, but as someone living in the same household, I thought it was something you ought to know.
Ozmafia starring the cast of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Now, let's leave this rather dark topic here and enjoy our walk.
Oh
my god, no, Kitty, no!
Is that?
What's wrong?
Suddenly, a strangely clothed group of people appeared from around the corner. The clothes they were wearing were even darker than Robin's Hood black robes. Their movements were accompanied by the tinkling sounds of many bells.
Oh, that's
Is this
creepy.
the freaking, like...
He brought us back to that sketchy area.
Is this a cemetery or something? Holy shit. Anyway. They were bearing a long crimson box, taking long and careful strides as they walked down the street. Is this a funeral? Oh my god, it is a funeral! What the?
Oh, a funeral procession.
Oh my god. I was joking! I was joking! Please! Run! I wanna run! Funeral procession?
You probably don't know what that means because of your amnesia, I take it. You understand what death is, right? Death from natural causes, death from old age, death from illnesses, falling over dead, death by car, death by asphyxiation, death by fire, death by cold, death from starvation. Life has many conclusions. Do you know what it actually means to die?
Dying is when you stop living, right? What the?
In your phrasing, I'd say it's more accurately when you've stopped living. At any rate, I'm convinced you do understand the concept of death. That will make explaining things much easier. That was a funeral procession. Judging from the participants, they were probably carrying the body of someone from the slums.
Participants? I was fucking joking while we had a funeral parlor.
I like how the person is saying, no shit, we know what death is, kid, and we literally woke up to a dude who wants to murder us.
She looked at the procession again. If what Kitty had said was correct, the box, no, coffin they were carrying had a corpse inside. Even though it was in the middle of the day, under the warm sunlight, she felt a chill run down her spine. Suddenly, a familiar silhouette caught her eye among the group. Mr. Manboy? No, even from this distance, she could tell it wasn't him. His clothes were the same as Manboy's, but he wasn't the right height and his hair was different. Kitty looked at her, wondering if something was wrong. With her eyes still on the crowd, she explained. That person's outfit. It looks just like Mr. Manboy's.
Naturally, he is employed by that estate as well.
That estate?
I took you down this street before, didn't I? I told you about the salon my associates and I frequent as well. At the end of that road is another mansion. Not the salon, but an office responsible for several public services. One of those services is a funeral parlor. Disposing of the dead like this is part of their job.
Disposing of the dead.
Yes, it's the same whether you're one of the townspeople or an inhabitant of the slums. If you die, they'll be taking care of you soon enough. They disposed of the corpses from back when you and Axel were captured as well. Very cleanly, I might add.
Oh.
They must be very kind people!
There's no way we're choosing that one, right?
No.
Right. Oh
No.
my god. Shit, what are these options?
This is,
Hold
this
on,
is
I'm gonna
awkward.
go fucking slash my face with water. This is... What is it? I'm gonna be right back, fuck.
This is an awkward point in the story. Was not expecting this. So, how's everybody doing? Are you guys enjoying the stream so far? So kind of them to lug the corpses around. Awkward. Huh? Hello. How's everybody doing? Both are bad, but it must be hard work seems like a better choice. True, true. Very true. We were not expecting this. Pretty good, how about you, Shiro? Good, good, good. I'm having a lot of fun voice acting. It's fun to voice act. This is fun. And I hope you guys on both ends are enjoying us both voice act this. Hope it is entertaining for both sides of the stream. Along with the game.
So anyway,
Hello!
hi. Alright, so we're going with the first one. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
This is a fun stream.
Sounds like hard
Good.
work.
I'm glad you enjoy the stream. Indeed. I can't imagine washing a complete stranger's corpse myself.
They washed a corpse?
Indeed. They don't just cram filthy corpses into caskets. They clean them up and dress them in funeral garb. Of course, depending on the state of the body, they may have to inter them in a different manner. Though it is rare for them to be performing a service at this hour.
Is it?
Indeed, if it's a service for someone from the slums, they would normally handle it in the early morning. Perhaps their schedule was particularly busy today.
Too many. Do that many people really die?
Yes, they do. That's rather normal. A single shot to the chest or head, and even you would be in their care rather quickly. Oh, please, don't be afraid. Oh, please, don't be so afraid. I have no intention of laying a hand on you at the moment. And on the off chance that I should decide to shoot you, you just end up at Dr. Robin Hood's.
What?
After all, he's a doctor. I'm sure he'd be able to save your life.
He's a doctor, not a fucking magician.
That's true!
That's a relief. I'm sure I could rest
Dr.
easy
Crow.
with Dr. Crow taking care of me. Oh my god, that's what you're worried about? Honey, he just said that he may shoot you one day, and that's what
Dr.
you're...
Crow, isn't his name Robin Hood?
Yeah, but for some reason we call him Dr. Crow, but I think it's because whenever we first saw him, he looked like a crow
Oh,
to us.
yeah. Dr. Crow.
Huh? There's no illness the doctor can't cure, right?
Indeed, that is true.
Is he gonna ask about Karamia? He can't heal the dead though, can he? Like bringing people back to life and stuff.
At the moment, Sheena, be careful, someone says.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, don't be silly. He's a doctor, not a magician.
What is... He just said that!
However capable he may be, he can cure neither old age nor terminal illness. She has
I'm
the
sorry.
script. Luna
Oh
has the
my God.
script.
I don't even know anything about this game. Just too predictable. No, not really. I'm lying. Please. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess saying there's no illness he can't cure invites misinterpretation. You seem to take everything so literally. I guess that's one of your faults. What does a doctor who can treat any illness do when he encounters an incurable disease?
Huh?
What if there's a way to cure it, but he doesn't know how to perform the technique? What is such a doctor to do then? Kill the patient?
A riddle?
Oh no, just thinking out loud. What would you do?
I'd find a way. Obviously. Well, I'm thinking about Karamia right now, actually. But
Yeah.
anyway. I'd find a way to save the patient.
Even if you couldn't find one?
Even then, I'd still keep looking until I did.
What if you searched for all eternity and couldn't find it?
Mr. Cutie.
My apologies, I enjoy being cruel.
Oh, wait. Is Kyrie talking about Karamia?
I have a sinking feeling.
Oh my god. Let's get Luna. I can't stay for long because I'm on that 9 to 5 grind. Good luck at work. Thank you so much for stopping by, guy. I appreciate it. If I don't give up, there's still a chance. It'd be a waste to give up hope.
Yes, that is true. If you don't give up hope, it'll glimmer forever. Thank you very much. I feel a bit braver now.
Oh my god.
No!
You did? Why? Oh my god. No, this is like talking about Mr. Karamia,
The
isn't
cat's on my shoulder and don't take my juice! I feel like, yeah, he is talking about Karamia. Oh my god, no. Now that is a secret. Let's go.
Wait, Mr. Kitty.
Oh, that got deep.
Ah.
And then it just goes back to playing nice music.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I wasn't expecting that. Kitty, man, you got so serious.
I was starting to think
Oh
that.
no.
Damn, he really cares for Karamia, huh?
Yeah.
Am I right with them arguing like a married couple now? Anyway.
Oh my god. No. Karamia, no. Or what if he was actually kind of talking about himself?
Oh, that's also a possibility, but Karamia said that he's never seen Axel or Kitty get sick for like years.
Yeah. Huh.
So it's
yeah,
only
it feels like it might be Karamia, no?
The only option we
Oh
have
my
is Karamia,
That's
bro!
sad!
What the fuck?
No!
Now we have to choose.
Oh, who are we gonna choose?
I have no idea. So, who's our favorite so
Did it not
far?
work? Oh, sorry, the throwing doesn't work right now.
No worries. No worries.
Wait, let me try to turn that on real quick. I gotta find it.
We vibe to music. The music's so nice and calming.
Yeah, it's actually like it's pretty much playing the opening song for the game.
You're calming, no you.
Okay, now. Weird, that doesn't work. Ah, I have to fix something real quick.
No worries.
Okay, there we go, it's working. Okay. And I believe I saved. Okay. What is our choice?
I think at this point we just choose which person we liked more.
Okay. Who are we feeling?
I'm not sure.
Honestly, I kind of like everybody.
Same.
Ah, hard decisions.
Very, very difficult. I'm actually low-key sad that we can't choose Robin Hood or Caesar anymore.
Yeah.
Caesar salad!
Or maybe they'll come back.
back.
Maybe it's just like certain points they aren't around.
Maybe. Caesar salad, come back! Okay, so, we can play a game called Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Flip the coin. Or something. There's like 4 familias. So there's 4 familias, and like, okay. I feel like we could probably cross out Scarlet and Pachette just because they're the only ones from those families.
Yeah.
We're gonna like, I'm gonna do this thing called go for the familiar with the most amount of peoples first, and then slowly go for the others.
Okay.
So the biggest familia, us.
Yeah.
We got 3 choices.
Kademiya, Kitty, Axel.
I don't know who to choose.
I don't know either.
Oh my god. I'm biased as hell, but I'm leaning more towards either Kademiya or Axel.
I know, me too, me too.
Okay.
If it's between
So,
the two of them, we could probably flip a coin.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
So,
I
heads
think we're sharing a
Kademiya
brain
and
cell.
tails Axel? Yeah, we are. Flip a coin. It's heads. Kademiya.
Kademiya! We'll save you, boy!
Somehow. Mr. Kirimiya, do you know about Oscar Wilde Street? Of course, I know everything there is to know about this town. There's not a place you should be... That's not a place you should be playing around at, though. Why do you ask?
We're gonna mention Kitty brought us there.
Sometimes Kiri takes me there with him, but... Kiri does. For what?
We outed him.
For shows. Really? That's it? Yes. What is Kiri thinking? Taking you to a place like that? Mr. Kirimiya? Oh, sorry. Don't worry about it. So, what about Oscar Wilde? There's this big mansion and Mr. Manboy works there. Oh, Mr. Manboy is. I know. He's that tall, earnest fellow, right? Yeah. So here's my question. Mr. Kirimiya, have you ever been to that mansion? Yeah, Kitty took me there once. Really? What's it like inside? I don't really remember exactly. The smell of perfume was so intense it made me dizzy the moment I stepped inside. He has little fangs.
Yeah! I think
So
he's supposed to be the
cute.
lion, that's why.
He is, yeah. I've never been near it since. Oh. Signorina, are you curious about that area?
Ooh.
Squishy.
Little?
Yeah. A little. Maybe a little. Neither you nor Mr. Kyrie will tell me exactly what it is, so I'm curious. Yeah, I know how that is. It's kinda annoying to get only half the story. Alright, I'll tell you as much as I can. Really?
He's such a good boy!
Yeah, though, I really can't disclose everything. No. They do a lot of things there. They take until well into the night to tell you everything. By the way, what exactly did Kyrie tell you? That is a place where adults conduct business, and that they run a funeral parlor too. Oscar Wilde is ex-Mafia. But having no interest in the conflict between the familia, they left. When that happened, they made two promises with the rest of us mafiosi. In exchange for autonomy, they would not intervene in any conflict. In addition, they run the town's funeral parlor. There were other minor details, but those were the main 2 points. Ever since then, that area has become a spot that people can freely enter, like the plaza around the tower. In effect, it became a meeting place. Now people exchange information there regardless of their familial affiliation. So that's why Kyrie ends up there so often. Or at least that's what it seems like. I don't actually know what he's doing there. Oh. Did that satisfy your curiosity? Yeah, I'm satisfied. Well, that's good. It may be a place where people can come and go freely, but I can't really say I think it's good for public order. You should never go there alone, understand?
Aye, aye, sir.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Aye, aye, sir!
That was delicious. Thanks for clearing your plate again today, Sheena. cooking is so delicious, I just gobbled it all up.
Well, if you're not careful about what you're gobbling up, you might end up gaining weight. Gaining weight? Kitty? No?
I don't like you. Oh. I don't like you.
Kitty is so rude.
I want to be mean to you. I want to be rude to you. I don't like you. Anyway.
Give Kitty a little punch. Punch.
Yeah, punch him. Punch him. I want to punch him. Just punch him across the freaking room or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Send him flying.
We got the choice of either being more careful or don't be so rude.
Not sure.
I'm leaning more towards the second choice.
Yeah. Chill, Kitty.
Please don't be so rude, Mr. Kitty. Yeah, Kitty. If you want to attack something, go after my delicious food.
Aw, Kadamiya's so sweet.
I love that. I like hearing that Signorina praising my cookings while she eats her fill. Mr. Kadamiya!
Really? Well, to each his own. I think you'll make a lovely, plump, tasteless couple. That's a weird...
Oh my god.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of the food you made this morning.
What? Did you thought it was bad? You don't have to tell me now.
It was surprisingly good.
Ah! Whoa.
No
Seriously?
way.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously. I thought I should let you know that even you can accomplish something of worth if you put your mind to it.
Oh. It's weird to hear you praise my food.
Indeed it is. Perhaps we should pray that fire and brimstone won't rain from the sky tomorrow. His praise is that much that they're like, oh, it's gonna rain fire.
It's the end of the world. Kitty
Yeah.
complimented the cooking. He likes it. He likes it, bro. He likes
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Didn't what?
Good morning.
Oh, morning, Axel. I must have imagined it.
She feels like she's losing it.
Losing what?
She's like, Kitty complimenting Karamiya's cooking? Oh, no way, I must be like, imagining
Dreaming, bro.
Yeah. Why are you looking around, Sheena?
Oh, no. I just thought I heard something at the front door.
Oh, never mind, maybe she heard something else.
Oh my god.
Heard something?
Yeah, it's kind of bugging me. So I'll go take a look.
Wait, I'll come with you.
You knew it. Someone's here after all. Yes, coming.
Sheena, don't just open the door like that.
Huh?
Hello!
Oh my god, it's Hansel.
Yeah, I think you're a Hansel.
Hello, Sheena, baby. Hansel, Greta.
Call me that again, and they'll need a broom to collect your remains. Hansel and Gretel?
That's us, Axel. You always look like you're carrying the weight of the world's sorrow on your shoulders.
Shut up, this is just the face I was born with.
I love this.
What do you two want?
Trick-or-treating, I guess.
Huh? We have plenty of candy, so we came to play a trick on you. What? What the heck?
Axel! Karamiya and Kitty came out to see what's going on. Immediately understanding the situation, Karamiya grabbed Sheena by the arm and dragged her behind him. What's going on here?
What?
This is dangerous. Please stay back, Signorina. Oh my god, it became freaking...
What?
What is going on?
What?
Are we... The music just changed.
Yeah!
I'm scared.
Oh my god! I like how the accent in your chat is like, oh god, I'm dead. Oh.
Axel, no!
Oh no! What the heck? That came out of nowhere!
It did. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Did you read this line?
Hi.
Hi. Oh.
But Axel! But Axel! Oh my god! But Axel! But Axel is...
Is there anything you can do for him right now? You're our guest, so behave like one. Stand back and tremble all as you wait.
But jeez.
Jeez.
We'll save Axel, okay?
What the heck
Okay.
is going on?
Please save Axel.
Seems like we have a request. What should we do?
Save him, obviously. Let's go, Kitty.
And Kitty's like, what should we do? I'm surrounded by idiots who don't consider the consequence of their actions. What a pain.
Gotta click her tongue at how composed Kitty was.
Today's the day you die, you sly bastard. I appreciate how single-minded your attacks are. My god.
Well, okay, there's literally fighting in the fucking house.
Oh my god, they just come
Okay.
door to door like trick-or-treat, bang! Wait, it
Having
really
a
was a
shotgun from its mountings on the wall, Kitty pulled a handful of shells
God.
from the adjacent base and skillfully loaded the weapon with practiced hands.
Oh my god.
After handing it to Karamiya, he repeated the process to arm himself in turn. You should think that Scarlet's always cleaning up after you two. You should...
Yeah. Oh, shut up! That has nothing to do with you. I can just see his paint face already.
Oh, it'll be fine. We just have to make sure we don't bring home a loss. You think you can win an away game? You sure are optimistic. Well, I guess that's better than being pessimistic.
Was that insult directed at me? How dare you! I'm going to kill you all!
Gretel pulled out a hand grenade with one hand, threading a finger from her opposite hand through the lip of the pin. I wish you'd give that I'll kill you all thing a rest! Before she could throw it, Karamiya had closed the distance between them, his hands clumped around hers.
When did you...
Don't you underestimate us beasts, Gretel.
Did he slap her?
With a quick chop of his hand onto her wrist, the grenade fell harmlessly onto the floor.
Hand grenade,
Cool!
yes.
Just slapped to the wrist and
I just realized
bam.
that bird is going...
What the fuck? Never realized that. He kicked it
Yeah.
behind and away from him with his heel, straight into Kyrie's outstretched hand a few meters away.
Did she already pull the pin, though?
I have no idea. She was going to. I don't know if she did.
Yeah, that was a solid slap! My grenade! We're confiscating it because it's dangerous.
Kitty checked to make sure the pin
Oh.
was still in place before dropping it into his pocket. Yep, it's fine.
Okay, we're good.
The dangerous object now confiscated, he took aim at Hanzo and fired without hesitation. Whoa! Isn't firing out of the blue like that kind of unsportsmanlike?
These guys are ones to talk! Oh, the accusation of unsporting conduct cuts me so deeply, coming from someone who just showed up without warning to assault us. You're not going to die anyway, so just take a couple shots. What?
No thanks. Gretel!
Bring out the emergency backup!
In response to her call, the bird on her shoulder spreads its wings and flew into Kadamia's face.
What?
What?
Don't underestimate me either, bedhead!
Bedhead?
Bedhead?
With Kadamia distracted, Gretel twisted herself out of his grip. Her hand flew back into the same bag she'd drawn her grenade from. Well, say bye-bye.
Their faces, man!
I'll freaking Hansel's face.
Yeah.
Icon.
Oh, God!
The entire area was engulfed in a bright burst of light as a tremendous bang echoed throughout the halls.
Uh-oh!
Without a chance to prepare himself, Kadamiya could only stumble back, dazed and deafened.
Oh no!
Bruh. A stun grenade?
And now we're back to happy music.
Oh my
Well,
god.
it appears that the enemy has retreated. Why don't you sit down?
We just got flashbanged.
What?
How are you still okay?
That's true.
He turned towards the sound of Kiri's voice, still rubbing his eyelids.
I predicted that this would happen.
Kiri caught Kadamiya by his shoulder as he stumbled by, stepping onto his superior's foot and pulling him towards the floor.
What?
Wait, what?
What? We went from a beauty pageant
Dazed
to attempted
Kadamiya
assassination.
just fell to the floor. Yeah, we did.
Look, just sit down and wait until your eyes adjust. You're just going to cause more trouble if you stumble around blind.
Ow. If you're going to do it, at least be nice about it.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to go easy on people.
Damn, they really are a married couple.
Oh my god, just a normal day in Wonderland!
He chuckled and then walked over to Axel at an easy pace.
True. Axel, you're not actually that badly hurt, are you?
Felix turned at him on the floor, not even deigning to crouch over for a closer inspection of his wound.
Yeah.
Axel lay face up, his left hand was on his stomach. His glove was stained with fresh blood.
I don't think that's good. I'm fine.
Are you sure you're fine?
I don't think so.
You're not fine. We need to take you to the clinic.
Even though you still can't see.
Then...
I refuse. Why do I have to take care of Axel?
Kyrie.
Kitty, oh my god.
Damn, they really are a married
Yes?
couple.
Oh my
I
god.
wasn't asking for your opinion. So,
Oh my, how convenient.
I guess it is. Hi Nat, welcome in. Axel, are you okay?
Yeah. Oh, no!
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh my god.
Let's rude. Oh my god, Axel, what the fuck?
Fine in quotation marks.
But you're bleeding so much.
It's just a little blood. We have to
Like,
stop.
fine.
Just
Oh
have to
my
stop
God.
the bleeding, and I'll be fine. Just a little blood, he says, and she's like, "You're bleeding so much."
That's not just a little blood. His whole freaking shirt is his suit is ruined. Are you kidding me? Anyway, just you really don't look okay. I'm going to call Dr. Crow.
You really don't.
And off she goes.
She must be really worried about you to run off like that. Don't you smirk at me like that, it's disgusting. She could just leave me be. Aw,
It's the
that's
life of a
cute.
namesake.
That's cute.
Dude, get me in. Freaking kitty ears like giving me freaking
Yeah.
weird couple vibes. Okay, we chose Kadamiya. Now it's Axel's turn.
Yeah, let's go. We need to make sure the boy's okay. He was bleeding after all.
Is Axel going to be okay?
Oh, he's fine. His health is his only positive quality.
Dr. Robin said that it wasn't a life-threatening injury, remember? Don't worry so much. Excuse me. I like this art. I like this art too. What if he dies? Can I really trust him? I mean, I feel like we can trust Dr. Crow.
Yeah.
So I guess the first option.
Yeah, maybe she's thinking like, what if he dies like one day due to like all of this? Just what if he dies?
What if he dies? But what if Axel dies?
I might just laugh myself to death. Kitty!
Ah, you fucking asshole, bro.
Right?
Stop it, Kitty.
You don't find the ideal of Axel dying from such a trivial wound just hilarious? Kitty! But whatever would we do about the funeral? Should we start developing a plan, Karamiya?
Oh my god,
Oh my
Kitty, why are you like this? Why are you
oh
like
my god,
this?
someone bonk him.
Honey, why are you like this?
We need to bonk him.
We should not. Could you control yourself and stop making jokes in front of the Signorina?
But I have been holding back.
You don't really seem to be holding anything back to me. But I can't help but think this wouldn't have happened if he'd used a gun.
I agree. Even with a wound like that, he should have been able to suppress them on his own.
Axel really is a crap shot. Oh my lord, they're really shitting on him.
Oh my gosh, poor Axel.
Shina looked at the two of them upon hearing the unfamiliar tone. What's a crap shot?
It means he's not very good at aiming his weapon. If he's on your side in a firefight, save yourself the trouble and shoot yourself before he does.
Oh no! Oh no!
Before he does.
There's no way he's that bad at shooting, right? No way! No way!
This is fine. Axel, maybe.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. We have Axel carry a shotgun. It may not have much penetrating power, but one round of buckshot covers a wider area.
Ah, so he's that kind of player, somebody said.
The camping kind.
Or probably the kind that can't aim in, like, those shooting games. That's me!
Oh, whenever I see shotgun players, they're normally campers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When I was playing Apex, I would use, like, the gun with, like, the big ammo stock so I could just go...
Understandable.
To put it simply, it's the kind of gun even an idiot can manage, as long as he can avoid pointing it at his friends. Actually, I think in one of the Apex rounds, I was shooting my ally. I was shooting my teammate, and I was like, why isn't it doing anything?
That's me.
And it's because I was shooting my teammate, not the enemy.
That's me. I do that too.
Wait, you play Apex?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, we should try play sometime. I reinstalled it.
Maybe. I'm not really good at Apex.
Yeah, me neither. I just want to play with people.
I had point taken. The only thing dying in is his wallet because of the laundry bill. Well, my favorite gun is shotgun, really.
Shotgun's
I see.
good.
I'm not sure Axel even managed that, though. Is Axel that bad? Yeah, not only is he a terrible shot, he doesn't even think of a gun as a gun in the first place.
Wait, what?
What, does he just go around swinging the gun?
Oh my god!
Oh my god. No shot, I was joking.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No. He's always swinging his shotgun. He's always swinging his shotgun around like an axe. So whenever he gives it to me for repairs, it's always
gosh.
bent every which way. Once a melee DPS, always a melee DPS.
Yeah. Some idiot forgot to put the blade on this
God.
double-barreled axe that shake by it.
I can't believe it. Okay. I'm pretty good at repairing guns, but even I can't fix something that mangled. I could take it to a gunsmith friend of mine, but
It's always a pleasure to hear the melody of his wails. What? The gunsmith's wails?
I mean, he murdered this guy to kidnap him pretty well. By swinging his gun around.
Oh, hey, it's Scarlet! Probably to
Yo, what's up,
apologize for his
Scarlet?
people.
Most likely, yeah.
Good day.
Oh, Mr. Scarlet, hello.
I need to see Kitty. Can you tell him I'm here?
Of course, Mr. Scarlet.
Also, I have a request.
A request, Mr. Scarlet?
Could you stop calling me Mr. Scarlet?
Why is that?
Because it's an annoying reminder
A reminder?
of when you said you thought I was a girl.
You still remember that?
You forgot?
Of course I didn't, Mr. Scarlet.
Miss Sheena.
I know your boy now. I just figured you'd be happy if I made it clear that I knew by calling you Mister all the time. No?
No, I'm thankful that you understand now. But when you call me Mister, all it does is remind me of that incident. I'd prefer if you called me something else.
Something else, huh? How about Scarletty? I like Letty. I like Letty, but like Letty sounds very feminine.
I don't think
I don't
any of
know.
them sound that.
Scar?
Maybe.
I think Scar is the only one that
Yeah.
could work.
I mean, Scarlet. I don't know.
Scarly, Scar, Letty.
I think just go whichever one you like.
Does this impact the whole rest of the game? Do you like actually call?
I'm not sure.
mm-hmm.
I have a feeling it probably only affects affection points per character.
I really like Letty. Letty is
Let's just
cute,
go with
but I
Letty.
don't think Scarlet would like that.
We can try and see what happens.
Okay,
I did make a save anyway.
Letty.
Uh.
I guess I can't do anything, right? Then Sir Scarlet.
None of the
How do
options
you
are
like
right.
Sir Scarlet?
Honestly, I prefer if you just went back to calling me Scarlet.
Okay then, Scarlet. I got to tell Mr. Kyrie you're here.
Thank you. Ugh. Sir Scarlet. Sir Scarlet. I can't have her calling me that in front of other people, but it sounds so nice and manly. Oh, he's so cute.
Illusion of choice.
He's so cute.
Oh, if it isn't Scarlet.
Mr. Katamiya.
Today, oh, you had a meeting with Kyrie, didn't you? Early as always, I see.
Naturally. Don't you hate it when people make you wait?
I guess. Well, I'm sure that if you keep Kitty waiting, he'll never let you live it down.
Kitty's probably the worst person you could ever leave waiting.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm a little disappointed, actually. I really would have rather negotiated with you, Mr. Katamiya.
There are lots of things I like to do myself, but he won't let me handle money-related negotiations. I wonder why. Just play nice with him.
Yeah, I guess I have to.
Excuse me. Where's Mr. Kyrie?
He just went out. He said he'd be right back.
Oh, I guess I'll leave his tea here.
Yeah.
You must have a really hard job, Scarlet.
What do you mean?
Well, there was the incident with Hansel and Gretel last week.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. It's not as big a deal as you think. Hansel and Gretel didn't just start doing this. It's just one of my many jobs.
I feel bad for Scarlet.
Poor Scarlet.
Oh,
He has handfuls.
Scarlet sure has a good head on his shoulders. Well, keep up the good work.
You don't have to tell me. Well, it'll be a bit more trouble for me if you keep working so hard.
Mr. Kitty! Kitty motioned for her to take a seat, giving her permission to stay. She looked at the two of them, then took a seat next to Kitty.
Do you think I'll agree to taking money alone to cover the damages? What do you mean? I'm saying that I want a new object d'art and a decorative plant for my quarters. Wait, a decorative plant? Are you planning to use the money for your own personal purposes? It's up to us to decide how to use the reparation funds, isn't it? Well, yes, but I'm not sure about buying personal effects. What's the problem? Asset management is my job, after all. Kitty!
That's Mr. Kitty. I don't think you should be doing this.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
god, Kitty.
What would you like to choose?
Both of them sound accurate for this.
I feel like... maybe the first option.
Yeah. That's Mr. Kitty for you. Kitty!
That's Mr. Kitty for you.
That's him. Are you gonna... That doesn't seem right. That's him. Are you gonna let him get away with this? You're just gonna stand there silently while this travesty of justice occurs before your eyes?
Well...
Of justice? That's all she can do. After all, she's just a guest. As the second in command of Familia, Oz, there isn't a person in this estate who can question me.
Not even Mr. Karamiya.
While Kadamiya may be able to best me in a contest of strength, he doesn't stand a chance against me in a contest of words.
Gee.
Poor Mr. Kadamiya. My, our idiot lion must be past his prime if he's getting pity from a little boy. Oh my gosh! Well, the reason for that pity is... Wait a minute. Don't call me little boy!
I saw that coming.
What do you expect me to call you? You aren't exactly big. Oh, yes, I see.
What's wrong, Mr. Kitty?
Miss Sheena, please stand over there, and you too, Scarlet. Just what are you trying to do?
Kitty was the last to stand up.
God.
He walked over to them and then crossed his arms, seemingly deep in thought. Then he tugged at two of them until they were standing back to back.
As I suspected, Miss Sheena is indeed taller.
What?
You're lying! I am not. Would you prefer if would you prefer it if I brought in a mirror so you could see for yourself? No thanks. I think the reality of it would be too shocking. But No, I should be bigger. Right, Machina? Poor
I mean, Scarlett's most likely going to get taller, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. IDK.
Oh my god, what's the right choice? Somebody said, no need to emphasize his shortcomings.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. The puns!
I feel like maybe the first one, because the second one they could possibly take it in like another meaning.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you.
I'm sure we're about the same height. I never thought of you as particularly tall or short. Oh my god.
Tall or short? She don't know!
It's a punch in the gut no matter which choice.
She made it worse! Quite a punch to the gut, isn't it?
Punch to the gut? Did I say something I shouldn't have?
No, I'm glad I heard it directly from you. I know you didn't mean any harm by it. But I'm not about to give up. We might be the same height now, but who knows what the future holds. I'll have to work hard every day from now on. Just you watch. Someday I'll be taller than you. Tall enough to look down on you even.
Good luck, Good luck, Scarlet.
Thanks. Oh my gosh.
Okay, as much as I would love to continue, I think we should probably stop here for the day.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
that was so good though.
It was.
We did like 3 hours and like 20 minutes.
Goddamn.
Wait, how do I
I wonder
exit
how
game?
much further.
Right. I have a feeling this game's probably long in length. I think
to even get one
Yeah.
ending.
I don't know how far we are.
Oh my god,
And actually, I wonder how many endings there are even.
that's a good question. Normally, it's like if you go into settings or something, it usually has like logs.
Yeah,
I
don't
guess
think
this
there's-
doesn't have it.
Yeah, I don't see anything like gallery or something.
That's so weird. Interesting.
Yeah, because Amnesia Memories had gallery and stuff.
Yeah. All the Otome games that I played so far had galleries of
Yeah,
some
I
sort.
wonder why.
My character's hospitalized. Crab brave.
That's true.
You
Ethel's
know,
probably
I
still
got
in, like the hospital.
I got something that we can listen to while I find someone to.
Oh yeah, I need to
raid.
do that too. But I think I'm gonna let the game sound play.
Yeah. Alright, thank you everyone for joining on the stream. I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you, thank you.
I am so slow at finding someone to raid. What about you?
Oh, that's a mood.
Do you have an easier time?
Not really. Let me see. I doubt anyone's playing the game at the moment, so I don't think we can
This
just
game?
drop off.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
highly doubt. Like, people really don't play Otome games much. Like, I have a feeling much streamers, especially.
Uh-huh. We can raid Maki Mafuyu, who's doing just chatting.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to your chat?
To my chat.
Oh.
Oh, hi Shaku, welcome in. You joined in at the very end of the stream. Hi. Thank you for doing shoutouts. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself. Wait.
Okay. I'm taking a look at some options. Alexa, play Coffin Dance. Haha, I don't have an Alexa. Hehe. Let's see. Taking a look at some options. Huh. I am so bad at this. Also probably because I haven't been streaming much. Let me see here. What would be interesting? I'm looking. I am slow. Hello. Shaku. Shaku? It says I'm following you, but... Okay, am I just dumb or do I not remember? Hello? I think I don't remember. I am sorry. Hiya! Did you already raid Luna? I am so bad at this. I am so bad at this stuff. I don't know if that caught. Oh, I see. 1 second. Wait, I'm gonna mute this real quick. 1 second. You know, I'm gonna follow you, Luna. Hi, Frida. Wait, right? Okay. Oh, right! Okay, right. My things aren't working. My things aren't working. Send help. Somebody send help. I don't have my raid messages because my bot don't work. What do I do? Is somebody able to make some? Yes, thank you, Luna. Thank you. Could you guys please copy and paste what Luna has there? And we will be rating the same person as Luna. Maki. Mafuyu. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Man, I'm not good at ending. Anyway, bye!